What is going on, people? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy, I don't know, what day is it anymore? What year is it? I am
It's so Wednesday.
very thrilled to have Ben with Bikes, Beards, and Brews with us as our very special guest. Golf clap. He's a two-time offender, so he's back for punishment. And you know the ever attractive Hawaiian below me is my sidekick. Junior, how are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great, and appreciate you for having me on, man.
Can't see it with your name underneath. You look like you're censored permanently. There you
I'm
go.
about to be.
I hope everybody's having a good week, and let's just go into it, Ben, because I know your time is limited as a celebrity. So give us the elevator pitch.
Yeah,
Sell
no,
it. Sell us.
celebrity
Sell us
is
the
in.
pen.
I'm tired. What's up?
Sell us the pen. What do we need to know about you?
If you come to my channel, looking for real Harley facts and information, or Indian facts and information, you're gonna end up leaving a lot of hate emails or hate messages on my boards, because I specialize in dumb fuckery, and yeah, if you come to my site and troll me, I'm gonna troll you 10 times harder, and I think a few people have learned that, so that's kind of fun. Aside from that, I just make videos that entertain me, and I hope entertain other people. Bikes, beards, brews. Those are the three things we focus on.
Awesome. So you've been doing YouTube for how long now?
A little over a year now. I actually just realized I have like 135 videos. Like, I don't even know when the hell that happened.
Okay. Damn. And we didn't get into what do you ride? A very sweet bike, I might add.
Oh, I ride. Well, if you look in the background of Junior's, you can see what I ride. It's a 2018 Road Glide Special in the very hard to find unicorn color of vivid black, with a lot of different red accents, and yeah, a whole bunch of like aftermarket stuff on it to make it my own. And her name is the Death Eater, Betty Page.
And I will not ask what a Death Eater is because I got called out the last time. So
just come on.
Pretend I read Harry. Junior, do you know what a Death Eater is?
No, I don't. But that bike is beautiful, man.
What?
I like those bars too.
Well, I guess it makes sense that you guys don't know what Death Eaters are because you're adults. But
well, you're giving me a lot of leeway with that, and I appreciate it.
Oh, I feel special.
Death Eaters are they are the bad guys in the Harry Potter books.
Okay. Yeah, my wife and my daughter could probably tell you all about that stuff, but not I. I think I've watched a combined out of all 30 of them. I've probably watched a complete hour of all of those put together. So
the movies are okay, but I definitely I came up on the books for sure. I actually my godmother bought me the book, the first couple books when I was probably about 21 or so, and I looked at these and I'm like, fuck you giving me these for? These are like goddamn kid books, man. And I started reading them and I'm like, they just suck you right in. I'm like, oh, son of a
bitch. That's funny. So what got you into motorcycle riding? Were you a small boy with just a dream?
Not even that. I mean, I got into motorcycle riding kind of late, I'd say, in life. I probably didn't start riding until I was about 21 or so.
Okay.
21, 22. I decided I wanted to ride. I had only one or two friends that did ride. And I went shopping for a bike. I tried to get something really cheap. I ended up finding a 87 Yamaha Sika 750. Yeah, about 2 hours from me, and it was mad cheap, and it was a milk crate special. All the parts were in a crate,
mm-hmm.
And there was a donor bike that came with it and shit. And I drove the 2 hours with my buddy. We picked this thing up. We brought it back to his house. We put it in his garage, and we started working on the thing. Could never figure out the brakes on it. The thing always rattled. I needed starter fluid to get it to start every single time, but then it would kind of run. So he lived on a cul-de-sac, and I would go to the dead end part of the cul-de-sac with the bike, And his street was kind of like this, just down and then up again, and then it led out into a main road that was it's kind of like a highway for the most part. So I'd go to the cul-de-sac end, and I go as fast as I could on this bike that's just rattling away that could fall apart at any minute. I don't like we did a shitty job putting it together. And as I started hitting the uphill, I would pop the clutch and I would just like drop my feet and do whatever I could to stop the bike before I rolled into traffic. And I did that for a while. And then I got a call one day from my estranged uncle that I'd never talked to. And he's like, "Hey, your absentee father who's never been in your life?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, he died, and the courts required me to call you because you're a blood relative. So come look at his stuff before I auction it all off." And I went out to this guy's house I'd never been to before. And in his shed, he had like a 84 Honda Nighthawk 450.
Wow.
And he was like, he was a very mechanical guy. So like this thing was in perfect shape. He had replaced all the seals. He fixed it all up. He actually bought it and restored it for his wife at the time. She rode it once and decided she didn't want to ride anymore. So it had just been sitting there. So I took that out. I put new tires on it. I had to replace the ignition because it didn't have a key. And I learned to ride on that.
Nice.
So it was fun. And then I shortly after that I moved to an 07 Ninja 600. That I absolutely loved because at the time I was dating a girl that I really wanted to break up with me, and I was trying to find ways to get rid of her. She was very much a drama queen, and I knew that if I broke up with her, she'd be stalking the shit out of me forever. So I knew I had to get her to break up with me. So anything she would say, I would say the opposite. And I always did stuff that would just annoy her to try and get rid of her. So like I went and I bought this bike and I brought it home, and she comes home, she goes, "Whose bike is that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's mine." She's like, "When did you decide to get that?" I'm like 3 hours ago. And she's like, "Are we gonna talk about this?" I'm like, "Is that what we're doing now?"
Dude, this is when you guys live together?
Yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I got my dog the exact same way.
Just came home with him.
Oh yeah, I adopted him. I brought him home. She's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's my dog." She's like, "When'd you decide you were getting a dog?" I'm like, "Oh, like 3 hours ago." She's like, "Aren't we gonna talk about?" I'm like, "Isn't that what we're doing?" Like exact same conversation. So yeah.
So we shouldn't expect a relationship book from you anytime soon.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at it, man. Like when she broke up with me, I never had to hear from her again. But I know other boyfriends that broke up with her, and like, dude, she turned into like stage 5 clinger, like stalking and
See, you answered Toby's question for him.
Wow.
Yep, there you go.
I don't know, Toby. I don't see Ben as a stage 5 clinger, but that's just me.
No, I just kind of, I don't know. I get bored with things. I just move forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it was entertaining. I rode that for about 10 years, and then I decided I wanted a cruiser. I was gonna get a Victory, and when I started looking at them, that's when Victory folded. So I was like, all right, I'm not getting a Victory. I had no flesh in the game at the time. I would have rode anything that I liked, and I ended up on a 13 Dyno Wide Glide. I had that for a while, and then I got in an accident with it. Landscaping truck like cut my wife and me off, and ended up going down on that one. Sprained my ankle, punctured my leg, bruised some ribs. There's some road rash. Nothing as bad as it could have been. My wife came off completely unscathed. Like I saw the accident in real time. I actually I did a video on this like maybe almost a year ago. If anyone wants like the super details on it, I think it's called She Tried to Kill Me. um, and yeah, so after that, the wife wasn't comfortable getting on the wide glide anymore because it was too small.
Not on the spiker.
Yep, someone did. She puts up with my shit. It's pretty amazing.
Oh man.
So yeah, she wasn't comfortable on the wide glide anymore. So I went to a road glide, and she was more comfortable on that. And now she rides her own bike, so we're good.
That's
What
awesome, man.
what does she ride?
She currently rides a
Indian Scout?
19 Sportster 883.
Oh, it is an Indian. Nice. I had a feeling it was gonna be an Indian. It's
Nope,
awesome.
nope, still just a Harley.
Too funny. So, Junior, you want to? Can I play the intro yet?
You're stupid. No.
Are you
I got a
ready for
question,
your
though.
special surprise?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Coming to the stage. Hey, Ben, I gotta know, man, where the concept for Grind My Gears, man. Like, this thing is taking off, dude. I absolutely love the concept, and I just want to know, like, I mean, it seems pretty simple, but what in your amazing mind just made you think, like, oh man, we'll start doing these videos, like these segments, Grind My Gears, like,
It
what's the story behind
it
it?
is literally a ripoff from Family Guy.
Is it?
Yeah, I think like season 3, there was a episode where Peter got invited on to do the news, and he did a segment called Grinds My Gears. It was one episode in one of the early series, and
Yeah.
he would just bitch about the dumbest things, like nothing of any sort of like, anything that held weight or whatever. He'd just ramble. So when I was trying to think of a way to do a video for the Rock 3.0. And I thought the Grinds My Gear approach would be really funny. I didn't expect to make it an on-running series.
Yeah.
So I did that. That turned out to be like the biggest video I've ever done. So I quickly moved away from that video because I didn't want to just be the Rock guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like basically it's just I thought it'd be fun to make really dumb videos that aren't meant to be taken seriously or just meant to have some fun and just like bitch about the dumbest things, and I try and keep those things pretty dumb.
Yeah,
So
well, it's genius, man. It definitely works, and I'm always like excited to see, what the next,
I have to
next
say
episode's
that
gonna be.
not that I don't look forward to Fridays on a good day, but they certainly make me look forward to Fridays. So they're just too much. They're great.
I'm always amused when people like take those things seriously. It's like, dude,
Hey,
calm down.
Badgers. So Truck and Biker says you're always going to be a Rurak guy.
It happens, and it's funny too because like even in that video, in the comments and stuff, I've said like a million times like I have nothing against Rock.
Yeah,
And
right.
even the 3.0, I don't even have a 3.0, which is like why in that video I'm reviewing a helmet I don't have, I've never used, I've never
Right.
worn.
Yeah.
And so many people took it as a real review. And even over the year, like I talked to some of the guys at Rock. I get along with them just fine. Like I have no problem with them. I haven't curbed like what I say about them and stuff too. I mean, even with the 4.0 being announced, the first thing I did was I messaged those guys and I was like, so are there going to be butt plugs in this one too? And, so I mean, like, like I know some people think that like I'm on like Rock's payroll or something now, but yeah, I still say
Hey,
butt
Gray.
plugs and it's not happening.
Yeah, it's funny, bro, because I mean, it's funny because I always read the comments, especially on the ones that it all start with Rock, but even the ones that you've been doing lately too. Like people just get all bent out of shape, and like that's what makes it, comical. Is like, dude, did you watch the video? Like he's,
Oh yeah.
like, can you tell that this guy is just, like not, joking around? Like these people just get all nuts, and it's funny.
There is nothing better than to put something on YouTube that people take as serious and it flips them out and they just go off the deep end. It's
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
There's absolutely nothing better. So,
Well, it's
Junior,
even
you ready?
it's
Oh,
even better when people are bad at trolling and they try and troll. Like
yeah.
I just had a guy on the Lowrider ST one who like he's telling me all the different he's like trying to tell me all the differences between the Lowrider S and the Lowrider ST. And he starts by saying the Lowrider ST has the 114 engine. I'm like, so does the Lowrider S. So you literally came on here and said the difference between the Lowrider S and the Lowrider ST is they have the same engine. Like you're an idiot, dude.
It's hilarious, dude.
It cracks me up to no end. Yeah. So, you ready, Junior?
Yeah, let's do
Come
it.
on, we got to do it because I don't think Ben's seen it yet. You ready, Ben?
Okay.
Sure.
Coming to the stage. It is now time for Junior's mail call.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train.
All right, now we're ready.
Hey, first of all, man, I just want to say shout out to everyone. I don't have the chat up, but just bro, I appreciate you having me on, man. And this won't take long, and I'm pretty sure everyone's like, dude, we want to hear Ben, and we don't want to do mail call, but I have to do it. I'm glad that Brian allows me to do this, and tonight was his idea. Like, hey, we want to do a mail call after. I was like, dude, I actually have a letter from Ben. And he started cracking up. So this thing, you sent me one a long time ago. I opened up that one. And then you sent me another one. Bro, if you can see it, it's July 2021. Like, I still haven't opened it. And I have so many envelopes just like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and open it right now. Fry, thanks again. And
you should just do
a
live stream. You could do like an 8-hour video. Think of the watch time.
No.
And to respond to Truck and Biker there, the comment section is not almost better than the videos. The comment section is always better than the videos.
Yeah. But I appreciate you, man.
Oh, very nice.
The first batch of stickers were freaking amazing, and I got one on the tool bin, and then a couple at work. Yeah, buddy. So appreciate you, brother.
I'll make sure to send you the new sticker design when it arrives. I've already designed a new one that's coming out.
That's awesome. I'll be sure to open it up before the next year.
Now you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
I need to step my game up, man. And you know, Des coming out with one every week. I'm like, she's got so many stickers. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to step my game up.
Oh yeah. Like she's backlogged too. Like I sent her that letter like maybe a month ago, and like I think this week is the first time she opened it.
And I just picked up a whole nother stack at the post office the other day.
Nice.
You're a rock star,
man.
Nope, definitely not an IPA I'm drinking. Well, technically it's an IPA. It's water.
Hey, Greg. So you're not an IPA fan. What's your go-to brew, sir?
Yeah, he likes the dark.
IPA tastes like piss, man. I like dark beer, so stouts, porters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Heavy. I mean, I can't really get it around here, but one of my favorite beers is one called Black Boss Porter. The closest it comes to my area is like Connecticut, and I can't even get it shipped in here. So
no way.
But that stuff's pretty awesome. I'm a big Night Shift fan. I've been drinking a lot of that lately. That's they're more in like New England and Upper East Coast side. So if you're not, most of you probably haven't seen that yet. But they've got some great beer. They're growing, they're expanding, and when they make it to your area, you should definitely get it. Especially a beer called Awake. That stuff is so good.
Oh, nice.
There's a smaller brewer around here that does a porter called Shut Up Kelly, and that stuff. So the way it was explained to me was there was a girl, good friends with like the brewer there, who kept bitching that she wanted a porter, and they wouldn't do it. So they finally made one, and they just called it Shut Up Kelly, because like it was like, here's your porter, now you can shut up.
That's funny.
Nice. That's awesome.
Junkyard. So somebody's got a question about your guitar, sir.
Yeah. Great question. Yeah, I do. I got a guitar up here. I grew up playing music, so I played since the time I was probably 15 till I moved to San Francisco in 05. Did it for a living for a while. Started out playing blues, doing Steve Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix stuff, and then the 90s, all the Pearl Jam and Nirvana and all that good stuff. And then and then played traditional Hawaiian for a long time. Was on the Waikiki scene on Oahu for like 2 years. But yeah, I don't play anymore. Like in 2005, I moved. I played for like a year in San Francisco at a couple local restaurants, and it just kind of phased out. Yeah, love music, man. Music's my life, and I know Ben plays music too. So we need to. Ben listens to some of the stuff you in the chat room. I know we're in the chat room. Most people don't know, but some of the bands that I'd never heard of. I checked out and some good stuff, man. Some heavy stuff. Obviously, stuff you need to work out to.
Well, I play bass badly. Actually, to answer Pauly C real quick, if I'm gonna drink a gas station beer, it's gonna be mainstream Sam Adams stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
So I explained. I know I've explained it a few times. Sam Adams actually has different tiers. So there's the stuff that everyone can get, like Sam Adams, Sam Summers, Sam Porcher, all that shit. That's their mass produced stuff. Then they do stuff that's a little more local that you can basically only get it in the New England area, and it's like $10 a bottle, and it's different flavors. And then they have an even more exclusive lineup where it's like you can only get it at the breweries, and that stuff gets really expensive. I have like a $250 bottle of Sam Adams I have to do a video on soon. But
Holy
a bottle?
Yeah, just one bottle.
Wow, crazy. Real quick,
What,
I love Sam Adams.
What makes
man,
it that good?
It only comes out every other year.
Okay.
It's like 35% alcohol by volume.
Wow.
And it comes in a really cool looking bottle.
So what type? So traditionally, Sam Adams, I mean, they make all kinds of stuff, or because I know you like the dark beers, so like they make.
Yeah, they do lagers, stouts, porters,
Yeah.
shanties, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, I like lighter stuff too. I can't stand IPAs, and the IPA movement has just gotten worse and worse. It just tastes like someone juiced a bunch of pine cones and they're trying to convince you that they taste good. It's fucking dog shit. Just cut it out.
It has a wonderful
Just
bouquet.
cut it out. There's the next grandma beer gears right there.
Oh, I already did one on IPAs.
Oh, you did one on IPAs?
Yep, IPAs grind my gears.
Yeah.
But
Sam Adams they make great product, man. And I always love it. Like tap, man. It's gotta be tap though. I can't really do. I've tried several ones in the bottle and I just can't. I don't know what it is, but
their most popular beer, they say it all the time. The one that they sell the most, and it's actually sold for the least amount of time, is Oktoberfest.
It's a good beer.
Yeah.
That is the highest selling beer that they release as part of their mainstream beers.
Yeah.
Getting back to the music thing though. I play bass really bad. I actually started as a bass player and then I moved to vocals. I used to do like hardcore death in like death metal bands and metal bands and stuff like that.
Nice.
But I have the mentality that you can't make good music until you appreciate lots of music. So like I listen to so many different genres. I listen to so many different like bands. I listen to so many different like decades and all this stuff. Like, so when people like hit me up and they're like, oh, I listen to this band, I can instantly turn around and be like, here's 5 other bands that sound like that you've probably never heard of. Check them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your guilty pleasure music? What's the music you don't want to publicly admit, but you're going to have to hear?
Probably Madonna.
No. So I'd say the absolute worst. Madonna's talented, man. But the absolute worst, and I can't think of anything worse than this. I do have a guilty pleasure for Miley Cyrus Party in the USA. And there's a very specific reason behind it.
There's the soundbite
on a porter.
Well, no, it's like after we got married and stuff, we did we did our honeymoon down Disney. And it was like the first time I'd gone to Disney since I was like, fucking 5 years old or some shit. Um so when you're in Disney, if you take the boats over to Disney Spring, right when it arrives to Disney Springs, which is like their restaurant and store, like, district sort of thing, right before you arrive, they always play Party in the USA on the goddamn boat. So like for a week and a half straight,
That was your
every
jam?
single night I listened to Party in the USA, and now it's like very much associated with my anniversary and my honeymoon and all that. And every year when we go back, same thing. We're listening to that same thing. So, it just brings back really good memories anytime I hear it.
That's awesome, man. That's
Moto
awesome.
John, you missed him. He drove through Philly. Well, indirectly.
Dude, I love Moto John, man.
No, I didn't. I avoided
I love that
Pennsylvania
dude.
when I went down south. So
Oh, that's right. You came up through Jersey.
Great. Here's the beer. I better make sure my internet don't shut off.
Yeah.
So the thing that I don't think I don't mention enough, and I really should, is I fucking hate Pennsylvania. I hate Pennsylvania more than any
Did it
other
touch you
state
somewhere
on-
bad? What happened? What? Why? Why do you hate Pennsylvania?
He's
So-
still mad from when the Pats lost to the Eagles.
No, not even that. It's every time for probably about 5 or 10 years straight. Anytime I went through Pennsylvania, something bad would happen. The last time I went through Pennsylvania, I was driving this car that I've never had issues with ever in my entire I had this thing for years, no problems whatsoever. So I'm driving home and I'm going through Pennsylvania. It's a nice sunny day. It's clear. It's dry. Nothing's going on. No traffic, no nothing. All of a sudden, my driver's side wheel snaps off my car. I go
Oof.
sliding across the highway. I go sliding into a ditch, and I stop a foot before a granite wall. I saw my entire life pass before my eyes. I got out of the car, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. This 18-wheeler stops. He goes, "Hey, man, are you okay?" And I'm like, dude, I just need to go home. I just need to go home. Like, I was in shock. I think I was like 17 or 18 at the time. And he's like, "Where do you live?" And I was like, "Manchester, New Hampshire." He says, "Oh, I'm going to Portsmouth." And I'm like, "Dude, let me get a few things out of my car. Bring me to Portsmouth. I will give you gas money. I'll have someone pick me up there. Just, I need to go home, man." And he's like, "Oh, I can't take passengers. I just want to see if you're all right, but I'll call the cops for you and all this." And I'm like, "All right." So I'm in the ditch with my car that's never had issues. That's now missing a fucking wheel. Next to this granite wall. And cops pull up, like the sheriff or something. Dude pulls up, gets out of the car, and he's like this old timey freaking sheriff, pot belly, gray hair, all this stuff. And he starts talking to me, and he's like, "Hey, I'm calling a tow truck driver for you and all that." And I'm like, "Good, thank you, sir. Cool." And that at the time I had like long dyed red hair, and I had like spike labre and shit like that. I wore like all black, and the dude out of nowhere just goes, "So, you don't happen to be one of those street side pharmacists, do you?" And dude's asking me if I'm a drug dealer. So I see
Like the
red.
words he chose.
I see absolute red. I look up at the dude, and my exact words to this sheriff were, "Motherfucker, don't you think if I was a fucking drug dealer, I'd be able to afford a fucking car where all four wheels stay on?" And I'm ready to go. I'm like, I'm going to jail because I'm about to fight with a cop. And dude stares at me for a second and goes, "I'll be in my car if you need anything," and walks away. It was awful, man.
So are we gonna see another big dumb road trip this year?
I do want to take one. I haven't made plans yet. I'm really hoping that what is it? Revzilla does the Get On Moto Fest again this year because I'd like to go down and do that. And I really want to get to Texas because I want to go to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
What part of
Okay.
Texas is that in?
What's that?
What part of Texas is that?
I don't know, Texas. Texas is just one giant blob to me. I don't know what's down there.
Bro, it should be its
Cesar
own
Pendants will take
country.
you for a tour as long as his bike's running. You know, it's like 50-50, but
Ah, geez, like I don't know if I want sets of pens to show me around. That means he's got to ride bitch on my bike because his will be broken.
oh, see, now we went too far.
Oh man.
You notice he has no response to that. He's dot.
... He's probably stroking out right now. He's just like, we're fed up.
He's probably waiting for the tow truck right now.
Sorry, guys, gotta go. My battery's low. Oh, that's too funny.
I'm just hanging out in this chat while I'm waiting for someone to come tow my bike.
Oh man.
So what? Seriously, what are the plans for this year? Because I mean, you did how long was your trip last year?
My trip last year was about 10 days or so. It wasn't too crazy.
Over how many miles?
I think I ended with about, I want to say like 3,500 miles or so
Nice.
when it was all said and done. And I got to drive through that tropical storm, which was fun. That was before
Yes.
I came to see you. So for those who don't know, Bri actually saved me on the side of the highway because like all my electronics had failed and I was just about out of gas and I had no idea where I was going. And I went through a toll booth and all of a sudden he shows up out of nowhere. Like, we
No
did
way,
not
are you
plan that
serious?
at all.
So the Jersey Turnpike has a truck lane and a car lane. And I was having a really bad day. I'm running late. We were supposed to meet Flying Ride. I was supposed to meet Flying Ride earlier. Then we were going to meet Ben because we weren't sure when Ben's arriving. So I'm hauling Paul's up the truck lane. And as the truck lane and the car lanes, the exit ramps kind of run parallel. And I see a bike and I'm like, that's got to be him because his bike's unique. And as we go around the corner, he looks over and I look over and I was like, it's him. It was just really weird.
Which was perfect because I was pretty much on E. My phone was just about dead, so my GPS was about to go. I had just gone through a tropical storm, so like the electronics on my bike were fucked up. Like I was in the shittiest position humanly fucking possible. And I'm about to like break down on the highway, and I have no way of like getting hold of Bri or Flying Ride. That was the other dude we were meeting up with, and I have no idea where my destination is.
That was funny because I think on the footage you got them mixed up too. I don't know if you were thinking that Bri was Flying
Well,
Ride.
that was the best. And then we sent Motoblonde a message and we're trolling her because why wouldn't we?
I literally kept going back and forth. So like when I first saw him, I'm like, oh sweet, it's Bri. Like, Bri's here to save me and all this. And I talked to Bri and I'm like, oh, we're good. And I don't know what happened, but something in my brain switched when I started following him. Because like we literally stopped on the side of the road, we literally talked, and he was like, I'm gonna follow you. He's like, great. And I started following him, and then I'm like, as soon as I started following him, I'm like, this isn't Bri, this is Flying Ride. And I have no idea why. And then we got to the Clark's Quick Stop, and Flying Ride was there. And Flying Ride has like this seat rack on the back of his bike that actually has his name on it. So I'm like, oh. I saw a message go by Toby earlier. I wouldn't say I'm a horror connoisseur, but I tend to be picky about the horror movies I like and watch and all that. I definitely nerd out on them.
I thought your Jason video was pretty funny.
That was pretty awesome, man. That was some great history.
Dude, I love that one so much. Like that's probably one of my my favorite videos outside of the Toy Drive videos.
Yeah.
Because like,
by the way, fantastic job with that. Way to give back.
I mean, stuff like that, I can't do it without the people that support it. So I mean, everyone that stepped up, I know Junior did and all that. Like everyone who like steps up and donates year after year and keeps that thing like active. I can't do it without you guys. So like
Yeah.
I can't
remember
even take
messaging you.
credit for any of that.
Yeah, I messaged you about that because I'd love to do something like that here in Oregon. Just something to kind of give back on it. Just I think in the past too, like I've always found, I don't know, just there's always some reason why I couldn't. So I always contributed, in other ways. But it'd be cool to like be a part of something big like that,
And
and just more involved, you know what I'm saying? So
it definitely takes time. I mean, like the first
yeah.
couple of years, I was maybe bringing in like $200 or $300, but
Yeah.
it's $200 or $300 more than what
Right.
those kids had in the first place.
Right.
I'd say maybe only the last like 6 years or something is where it's really like start
No
to
trucking.
consistently break
Yeah.
that $1,500 mark.
Yeah. Good job though,
Well,
man. Good for you though. What's up,
Yeah.
Ty?
Ty's here. What's going on, Ty?
What up, Ty?
Mr. Sportster S.
Yeah, Ty's got like 9 bikes, man. I need to get up on some of that money of his, man.
Yeah. Speaking of the big dumb road trip, not really about Ty, but yes, about Ty. Like I met up with Blue Bike and Doyle.
Oh, nice.
We did the Tail of the Dragon together. He showed me around Tennessee. We went over to Jack Daniels together. Like that dude's really fun. If like you're going down south, hook up with Blue Bike and Doyle. That dude is just great. Nicest dude. But
Nice.
we stopped into White Lightning Harley, which is apparently where Ty goes for his Harley stuff. And I shit you not, like Blue Bike and Doyle went through that entire shop, and anyone with a Harley shirt on, he was like, Hey, do you know Ty from Tennessee? Do you know Ty from Tennessee? He comes here. Like, absolutely hit up every single person in that shop. It was hilarious. It's just the funniest thing.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
That's I think it's really great that you did that, especially because how was the Dragon? I mean, do you feel it was overrated? Because I'm assuming as a local, he probably knows a lot better roads than
Doyle.
the Dragon.
So the Dragon, I love the Dragon. I feel like I could have did the Dragon better. Honestly, my tires were like pretty close to shot at that point. It was during the great tire shortage of 21. So they were kind of like towards the end of life, so I wasn't leaning on my bike as much as I wanted to. And Doyle's just tearing it down that thing. Like he's done that thing so many times. He has it. I forgot what the alloy is, but he made special like pegs for his floorboards. I think they're titanium.
Yeah.
So when he leans, it just like sparks fly and it just looks awesome. And that dude just blows down. And it's hilarious. But like the first night, he was like, Hey, you want to go over to the I think it was the Blue Ridge Parkway? And I was like, sure, man. So we get on this road and we're going up a mountain and it's a lot of tight turns and we're just, we're going all the way up. And I'm like, man, this road is great. This road's great. It turned out that was just the road to get to the Blue Ridge Parkway. And by the time we got to the Blue Ridge Parkway was even worse than that one. I'm like, son of a bitch. So
wow, crazy.
It was a really fun ride though. I mean, he showed me a lot of cool places. We definitely, but like he brought me to a lot of cool riding. Like anyone who's like gonna end up in like the Georgia area, if you don't hit up Doyle, you're just doing a disservice to yourself.
Wow, that's cool, funny.
That's awesome.
So I know you told the story when you were on the Beyond the Rider, but can you tell the story about the road that you came in the wrong way, the logging road?
Oh,
it's such a great story.
Yeah,
not to put you on the spot, but
so I went up to Vermont. I did. There's 2 videos I have. One of them's where I go to Ben and Jerry's, and then there's another where I go to like the Alchemist Brewery, and they're in Vermont and they're really close to each other. And I was gonna stay up in Vermont for the night. My wife's aunt and uncle live up there, so they gave me their address and stuff, and I was like, cool, I'm just gonna crash up there. So I started riding over to their house and I'm following the directions and stuff like that. And it turned out there's more than one way to get into their house. One is You go up a main highway, you get off the highway, and then there's maybe a quarter mile of dirt road that you go on, and you're there. Awesome. Apparently, I came in the back way, so I ended up on a logging road, which are not well kept at all. And I did it for 15 miles, and it's an incredibly narrow road with a lot of soft shoulder, and like the soft shoulder just had this super steep drop where it was just all like trees and then a river. So basically, if I went off this thing, I would just go straight down a hill into a river and probably die and get eaten by a Vermont bear or something. It's really narrow, and everyone coming like in my direction are all driving like Subarus and giant like pickup trucks and stuff like that. So I have to kind of squeeze over. So now I'm on like this giant bagger on like the shittiest road possible, trying not to like go off the edge, trying not to freaking die, for 15 goddamn miles. So I made it. Most of I made it. It took forever, but shortly after that, I started seeing some other moto vloggers who had like scramblers and stuff that would go on to like hard packed gravel roads, and they're like, "Oh, this is really scary." I'm like, "Go fuck yourself!" Like, Jesus Christ.
The Beard has a question. He wants to know if you're afraid of Vermont
man.
teddy bears.
I mean, most of the Vermont teddy bears look kind of like the Beard, so
Wow, that escalated quickly. I was not expecting that. Okay.
Well, I mean, he may not realize it, but I've seen some of his other comments in the chat so far.
Okay.
I've been watching.
And the Russians were here. It's always nice to see when the Russians turn out. Glide No 2's here.
Hughes just showed up. Jesus Christ.
So that's a yes. Look, everyone's allowed to be afraid of something. Doesn't have to
Definitely
make
not
sense.
It's actually funny. The Vermont, like the bears in Vermont and stuff, just sit on the side of the highway and like eat and watch the cars go by.
Really?
Like, I've driven by bears just hanging out on the side of the road, just walking. Not the bears that the Beard sees in the clubs he goes to, but like black bears.
Oh shit! Oh, this escalated quickly.
Oh man.
What did I say to
man.
Beard? He started it. Oh man.
Zip it, Bri.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? I need to delete my browsing history. Hey, look, man, if the Russians want to drive my views up, I'll take them. It's like the trolls. You get what you get. What are you gonna do? So it flew by, and then you made that great bear comment, and I got confused. So Ty wants to know what kind of shocks you're running, sir.
So
you should know this, Ty. There's a video.
Well, that and I'm totally gonna give Hells on Two Wheels a little bit of shit right now. Right now, like Hells, they promote one called Suspension Technologies USA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was talking about that the other night.
Yeah. And I found those guys. So yeah, Hells actually popped them on under my recommendation, and he really liked them, which was cool because he definitely rides more than me. So like getting his stamp of approval was cool to see. But yeah,
you did a video on it, right? It was at an event.
When the guy moved
over at Bike Week.
Yeah,
I would definitely if you're looking for shocks though, I definitely go Suspension Technologies USA. They're out of Florida. 100% made in the USA. I think like all their stuff's made in Florida except for the springs are out of Georgia. Lifetime warranty. The freaking owner of the like company gives you his like cell phone number. Very accessible guys, very nice dudes. When they did my shocks, it was great. Like I pulled up and they treat it just like NASCAR, which is funny because apparently the owner used to work for NASCAR and he used to develop like the suspension for NASCARs.
Wow.
So they rolled that thing in, my bike in, they put it on a jack, and as one guy's jacking it up, two other guys are taking the bags off before it even got up to height. Two guys with
Great.
impact wrenches hit the thing, shocks off, new shocks on.
Wow.
One dude's asking me all the questions so he can absolutely do like, dial in the suspension and stuff, put it all back together, good to go. And I loved it. It was great.
Drew, what's up, Drew? That was a great video. But also too, did you have before you got that brand, were you rocking stock? Have you
I was
tried any other?
I was rocking stock before that.
Yeah.
I did the logging road on stock shocks.
Yeah.
And so this year I'm actually going to go back up to Bike Week because they're going to be there again, and I'm going to have the front ones done as well because I love those back shocks. They are so good.
Yeah.
So yeah. And yeah, that's where I named Dave's bike Mistress Twilight.
That's funny, man. Your friend is funny, dude. He just takes it, man. He's just like,
yeah. That I've known Dave for years and years and years. We were actually in a band together years back. So
oh, okay, right on.
Ty,
Super cool dude, man.
seriously, Go Suspension Technologies. They're cheaper. They carry the same warranty and stuff. Like I said, lifetime warranty. And they actually, the owner's like, hey, go take it for a ride for like 1,000 miles. You don't like it, return them, get a refund. So try them out.
Sweet.
You don't like them, go get the Legends.
Yeah, I don't.
What's the price difference? Because I knew of Legends from Sandoval and all the people that had talked about them when I was looking for suspension. I hadn't heard of many other companies besides that. What's the price difference? Do you know off the top of your head?
I want to say it was a few $100s at least.
Okay.
I guess it all depends. So one of the things that I've mentioned before is like when I do shocks, I just want to set them and forget them. So I don't want the dumbass reservoirs coming out the back. I don't want something where I've got to dial it up for this, dial it down for that. I want to set them and I want to be comfortable all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like I had those since June. I did the entire road trip down to Georgia with them, and that was loaded down with all kinds of gear on my bike. I've ridden it without it. I've taken it through the Dragon. I mean, like I've put those shocks through their paces, and I absolutely love them. The only thing I regret is not getting the front ones done at the same time.
Yeah, that was it. Was go big or go home. I went both. I don't know I would if I had a newer bike because I've heard the front suspension on the newer bikes isn't as bad, but mine was terrible.
It's not, but the same thing. So with the newer bikes, the front shocks, they both do something different. They're not. Each one isn't like they don't do the same thing consecutively. So like one does like balance, one does I don't know. Like Drew over at Hell's could tell you.
Oh, that's right. It has a slave shock.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the rear definitely has a slave shock. They're useless. Like you could just wrap you could wrap your mom's dildo in a spring and strap it to the back of your bike and have better suspension than the stock shit.
I feel like that may be a Grinds My Gears episode. Is there going to be a review video?
I don't even want to hear the story of why Ben even mentioned his mom and his dildo, man. He must have been poking around.
I mean, this is what you get with Ben. You know, you get what you get
when you bring up their mom. So it's always a fun one. Like, I've got a friend that like basically that's how we talk to each other. Like in chat is just like different ways we're banging each other's moms and shit. Like one day we're arguing back and forth. I'm like, dude, I am gonna fuck your mom and knock her up so she can finally have a kid she's proud of.
Wow.
I feel like too in a lot of the videos when he's in there, I can feel the tension. I just know he wants to just say something to you, but he's like, oh, this guy's recording, man. I'm gonna keep it PG.
Yeah. My buddy Dave is super laid back and he's super fun. We were in a band together for a while. We lost touch for a while.
No, I was just saying hi to him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, you were in a band. Lost touch.
We lost touch for a while, and then like I went and did like a Spartan race and I bumped into him there, and we hadn't seen each other in like 8 years, 10 years or something. And we're like,
Wow.
holy shit. So we ran that whole race together and just like made up for lost time and just been friends since then.
Bro,
Like
that's
friends again.
crazy. Yeah, that's a long
That's
time.
really cool.
Wow.
So what's new next for your channel? Do you have any plans? Do you have any big things in store?
Dude, I don't even know what I'm doing next week. Like, so
Fair enough.
this is the thing. I kind of plan for stuff to a degree.
Not a spiker.
None of his biker. Yeah,
ABU's on his game today.
yeah, we got to get him on.
Yeah, like I kind of like I have some plans. I'm always rolling around different plans in my head. And some of them just like they're just kind of like hanging out until I find the right time to use them or do them. Right now I'm trying to think of a way to put out a Monday video that's different than the Wednesday video and the Friday video because like I don't want to do the same thing like 3 times in a row. So like, my Wednesday videos tend to be a little more serious, I guess. They tend to have more like those are my travel videos, my review videos, my like, whatever daily life videos. Fridays are the grinds my gear, so it's just the all out dumb fuckery. So just looking for something that I can do on Mondays where it'll be separate.
I have to say, if you haven't seen Ben's Harley launch video, it's a must watch. That was so
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah.
That one
Well,
I need to thank Donut Media for giving me that idea because like he does a lot of that on Donut Media.
Oh, he's the one that does the history of Harley. Yeah, I've seen him.
Well, he does a lot of like someone like yelling from the audience, and it's always him in like a wig or something or like with a hat on. So
That's
I
funny.
always dug those.
So what will we see for Monday? Are you going to go a different direction with your Monday video? So you'll have Wednesday's kind of your serious, and Friday's the way to start the weekend because why not?
Yeah, I haven't fully decided. Like I kind of thought about doing like a live stream. But I don't know how consistent I could keep that because like I do tend to crash early because I get up really, really early. And you weirdos all like to show up at like 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock. So
do a monthly one, dude. Just once a month.
yeah, like so there's definitely a few different ideas that I'm kind of rolling around and I'll figure it out. December was good because like Mondays I was using for the updates on like the toy drive and stuff like that. So that was working out really well.
Nice.
Any or we may have talked about this, but any big trips? I mean, is there going to be anything on the horizon?
See, now clearly Bri has been drinking for most of the night.
No. No. I was just thinking because I'm in trip mode. That's all I'm thinking about right now is getting the hell out of the snow and riding.
I've honestly just been kind of hanging out right now, hoping that the Get On MotoFest happens down in Texas.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
I'm a terrible
if that
listener.
happens, like I'll make a few stops along the way. Another one I've been thinking about is there's a couple stops in New York I want to go do. I definitely want to go hit the Amityville Horror House, and I want to go down to Sleepy Hollow. And there's a couple things in New York City I want to actually like go through. I also want to get down to Kentucky and hit some of the bourbon places down there. So I'm thinking kind of like a long weekend for some bourbon.
I was down there last fall. I had a chance to have dinner with Tony Cox from the 530 Bikers. That's a great area. It's a really nice area. Unfortunately I was in the car with all my camera gear and not the bike, but it's a really nice area. I'm looking forward to getting down there again.
See, this is the thing. you know, all you guys with all the cameras and stuff, like, sets are pendants. Jesus Christ, he's like a mobile freaking like studio. Like,
It's crazy, man. He's got some killer gear too.
oh yeah, you just need to scale back, do like a GoPro and a phone like I do, and then you can.
Well,
just
this
take
was a
your-
work trip. I had no choice. I had to bring everything. I was thinking at that point my car was worthless compared to what was in the trunk.
Fair enough. You just got to scale your videos down to mediocre, you know, so my level, and then you can carry less gear.
Hey,
You know, I
where
will say this. There is definitely a Mo gear, Mo problem kind of situation going on. We
Or in Center Pendant's like world, Mo engine, Mo problems.
he's got his podcast. He recorded his first podcast today, so I'm excited to see that.
He's
Send
got a
me the
lot
link
of
to
free
that,
time
Tucker.
on his hands while he's waiting for that bike to get fixed.
Oh,
Where's Get On MotoFest, and what are the dates for that?
are you not listening?
No, he didn't say any dates, dude.
You guys are both day drinkers. Jesus Christ.
Jeez, don't judge me.
There's I forgot what it's one of the racetracks down in Texas. They
Texas
did it
Motor
last year.
Speedway.
They haven't
Yeah.
announced it.
And we
yet.
didn't talk
So
about. We were talking about it before the show started. Meanie.
Well, you showed up late and then wanted to
Bully,
socialize like a butterfly.
yeah,
I had to make sure my internet was good, bro.
Oh, okay.
they haven't announced the 2022 one, so I don't even know if they're doing it again. It was at one of the speedways down there last year, but I figure I'd go down. I'd do a couple days down there because the house that they used in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually got taken apart and moved, and it's now in a different location, and it's used as a restaurant at a like bed and breakfast. So I want to like go down and check out the house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
Sensor
go, it's in
Pendants
Dallas.
is saying it was at Dallas. He'll be there, getting his autographs. 8 cameras.
Yeah, so if that
I'm not already
that doesn't
bullying
happen, I'll
fat.
probably just
Wait a
do,
minute.
like,
Wait a
3 or
minute. Wait a
4 day
minute.
weekend
Yeah, let
down
him
to
know,
Kentucky.
Jason. See, he did it last time, Jason, didn't he? The last couple times
I
he did
wasn't
it.
trying to bully him. I already started. There wasn't a try.
Well, he's just
This
mad
is what
for
we
that
have.
stupid-
This is our bromance. It's how it works.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get you a safe space.
marriage
Yeah.
stuff. Man.
Speaking of bromance, I want to call out Denver Woods for calling in sick to the podcast. We have spoken to HR. We are
Denver had
we-
Pro Monkey on. Now he don't know us.
yeah.
Now,
Did
didn't he-
anybody see that?
Did he have to work or did he just not pay his cable bill?
We're not sure. I mean, there's going to be lawyers involved. I think after the Pro Monkey interview, he's going for Whoopi Goldberg's spot on The View.
Yeah,
So I think
Bri tagged him in his post today, but he didn't tag me. That's how
I'm
it is.
sorry. Well, I didn't know you were coming.
Tag the
The
guy that's
last
not gonna show
minute.
up, man.
All right, I'll retag you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Terrible person.
I'm here.
Now you're gonna make me feel bad about myself. I'll get
No,
over it, but jeez. Do we need to play your special video again?
No, we'll talk after.
Oh, no, we're not talking after with this attitude, buddy.
All right, well, we'll just stare at each other.
There's going to be 2 calls to HR tomorrow. Let me tell you. Oh, so anything else you want to? Because Ben, I know you're on a limited schedule with your your early morning IT job. And we didn't get to talk about ET, but we can talk about him next time.
I mean, we got a little bit of time if you want to talk about ET. I don't care. He's
So
here.
I want to know how you got a hold of ET.
So that's so it's not even just ET. Like, so ET is, hold on, let me grab my camera real quick.
JD.
There you can kind of see it. So ET is actually in a screen ready replica of the bike from ET as well.
So where? How do you get that?
So actually, my wife likes to complain about my nerdiness, but then she feeds into it. So so she bought me ET one year, as a gift as a Christmas gift, because she knows like it's the first movie I ever saw in theaters. It's it's just like it's been like my favorite movie growing up. So that ET actually came out of the same mold they used to make the ETs for the movie. And then a couple of years later, she ended up tracking me down the screen ready replica of the BMX bike. And I mean, that thing is like super detailed. Like the paint's all like worn and scratched. Like the tires are kind of worn down. The brake cables are kind of frayed. Like it looks like, a kid has owned this bike and is, just kind of been beating on it for years.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, he just he lives in my office with me, and it's pretty fun.
I think conference calls would be great.
So
Throw a PT.
most of my conference calls I don't even show up on because I don't want to. So
Fair enough.
for a while I actually just had I had various videos of me going for rides on my bike. I would just play like, animated background, and I'd shut my camera off so you'd only see that video. And then I switched it to the Tail of the Dragon ride. So I had that going for a while. And then I just got bored of that, and I took like 10 music videos and I cut them all together, and now like music videos just play while like I'm in meetings.
I wish I could get away with that.
Well, they kind of brought it on themselves because Harley's gone. They brought it on themselves because I originally I used to use Pennywise as a wallpaper.
Okay.
And they decided that was creeping too many people out, so they didn't want me to use that anymore. So I switched to the motorcycle stuff, and now I just switched to videos. Like it's like the Dead South and Dropkick Murphys and stuff like that. So
That's too funny. Dropkicks is a great band.
yeah, they're fun. I've got a couple.
See, I'm not the only one that makes fun of Junior.
He might be pooping.
Yeah. No, we'll let him. It's a bio break. Oh, thanks for hanging out with us, Toby.
Nice, man.
Oh, that was like a power poop.
Nice?
Ty said I had to go poop.
That was totally a power poop.
I kicked my PV amp over here and it knocked the power out for my laptop. Anyway, excuses. Keep going, man. I'm listening, man. It's funny. Let me real quick. You said your first movie you ever saw in the theater was E.T.?
Yeah.
Mine was Full Metal Jacket.
Oh.
My uncle took me to that movie, man. We were in a theater in Waikiki and took me to that. I think I was like probably 7 or 8. Dude, yeah.
That may explain a few things. That's gonna have to damage a person's soul.
I don't think it does. Well, I was about to say I don't think it does, but then I guess look at me, because like I grew up on horror movies, I grew up on action movies. Like my parents never shielded me from any of that. I used to go over like my aunt's house and like to make money, like I'd do dishes or something, and she'd be like, "Here's a couple bucks. Oh, by the way, I'm watching this movie called Hellraiser. You want to watch it with me?"
Hell yeah.
And, yeah, so I'm like 10 years old watching Hellraiser.
These comments are killing me right now. Sorry about
that's got to be one of the all-time best. I actually met Gunny in person. He's got to be one of the coolest people in the world.
Oh, dude's a legend.
We went to the International Motorcycle Show in New York, and obviously, well, back when he was the Victory spokesperson, and I walked by and he was at this high top table, and there's like 3 people in line, but everybody else is lined up for Mike Wolf from American Pickers. There's like 300 people lined up for him, and the Gunny's just standing there. I'm like, dude,
I've been hanging out with like Gunny all day.
The best line of meeting the Gunny is I said, "Look, I love you in Full Metal Jacket, but I have to say, you in Saving Silverman is your best role ever." And he gives me this look and he goes, "Well, of course that's your favorite movie." It was just great. I was like, wow, the Gunny just called me like gay. That was great. I'm going to take it. Like, it was so funny.
Have you ever seen The Frighteners?
No.
So The Frighteners is a Michael J. Fox movie. It's kind of a horror movie. And he's in that as well as a ghost that maintains the graveyard. And the funny part is he got that role because of Full Metal Jacket. So when they were casting that role, they wanted somebody that was kind of like the sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, and they cast somebody, and then they got Arlie Ermy to come and try and coach the guy, and they realized that the guy was
You
not
can't.
as
Yeah.
good as Arlie Ermy, so they just gave him the role, and then they rewrote it so he could be more like his Full Metal Jacket character.
There's a video out, and I'll have to find it and post it to my community board. He was at the Victory booth in Sturgis, and some girl came up and did a video with him, and her boyfriend wasn't there, and he was ragging on the boyfriend the whole time about how he wasn't a man, and this attractive woman's going to have a great time without him. I was like, I would have just paid money to be insulted by the gunny.
Same thing. He was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remakes, and I think he was
Yeah.
awesome in those too.
Yeah.
The 2003 ones, like I thought he just nailed that. He was just awesome.
He's he is missed. I think he was a great oh Jesus. Oh shit. I apologize for what's about to happen.
What's up, fam?
Hey, you're not on the
Yes,
side of
man.
the highway waiting for a tow truck.
No,
Man.
I'm not, Dick.
Did you finally get home?
Did I finally get home?
Like, did they pick up your bike and just drop you off, and now you're getting on camera?
So I'm not even going to acknowledge that with a question.
Wait, I just want to say, for a microphone that's been in the box for 15 years, that microphone sounds amazing.
Doesn't it sound damn good?
Bro, I thought I was bad, man. I saw the gear you had. I was like, oh my gosh, man.
Yeah,
That's
if you
why
haven't,
that's why
if
his
you don't
bike
follow
keeps breaking
Sensor
down. It's
Pendants,
trying to carry all that weight.
yeah, you need to go on his Instagram and look at his today's feed and look at his studio. Holy crap!
So we were talking about entrepreneurship today on the show, and my buddy tells me, he goes, dude, it was like 2 weeks. We were talking about how sometimes I've been accused of kind of going all in, and
No, not
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Never. No.
you know, I was like, I don't know why I get this rap, but you know, whatever. So he goes, yeah, dude, it was like 2 weeks ago. You was talking about a podcast or something, and then like I thought I was going to come in here and like sit down, you know, to like a cell phone or something, like in your freaking bedroom. He's like, we're in the freaking studio. I was like, yeah, well,
Bro, it's looking
I
good,
don't do
man.
peasant shit.
Looks great. It's looking really good.
Thanks, man.
It's actually his garage. He just doesn't need it for his bike because it's never running.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Wow, he came in hot. Jeez.
I'm
It
saying,
only, it only happened one time, huh? Two.
He's like, well, that's always in the shop, so I don't need this garage for anything else. I might as well turn it into a studio.
That I mean, you went all in. You got sound.
I
Oh
love it,
no,
dude.
he didn't.
that Roadcaster,
no,
huh?
he
Is that the
didn't.
Roadcaster Pro?
yes, sir.
Man,
Can we
Love
get can we get a high shot? Do we get a little toom toom?
A little what?
Little toom toom. Yeah. Hello.
Great. He turned into a 70s like DJ.
I would dump $500 just to do that to Junior every time. I could just annoy him.
Just do a little drum, boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
I don't know if
Roadcaster Pro,
how much
amazing.
you were listening, Jason, but we had an HR incident with Denver. HR's
that's-
addressing
yeah,
it.
I did hear about that, and
Yeah.
I was getting I'm actually staying late at work right now, so I just
You're in
turned it
your
off right after that, so
garage.
I don't know
Come
what the
on.
repercussions are. I thought there was going to be 2 HR incidents, right?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of HR incidents.
The other one's bogus claim.
Yeah. We're going to, I heard the way to get YouTube success is to fight with another YouTuber. I just didn't realize it shouldn't be on your show. I don't know. What do I know?
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, if that's all you had to do to be successful, man, I got to get on. There's plenty of people I can play with.
Oh
There's plenty
man.
of people you fight with. Is that what you said?
Dude, Ben, how's the weather up there, dude? Is it snowing pretty badly or what?
it snowed Saturday. We got like 2 feet or something, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing
No.
nothing crazy past that. I mean, it's just New England.
Yeah. You want to touch a little bit on your old quarterback, or you kind of over it?
I know, like so.
That football?
I think it's
I'm
funny
gonna go to
that
the
like
bathroom. I'm
everyone got
back.
super butthurt that Brady didn't like call out the
Ooh.
like New England and stuff like that. It's like he already did that when he retired. Calm down. Well, he already did that when he went down to Tampa Bay. So calm down. It doesn't matter. And I mean, he doesn't really owe anyone anything. He gave us plenty. I'm not mad.
And then there was silence.
And now we got Mac Jones, and that kid's just gonna turn into like an absolute like prodigy. So, Junior, you mute it. We gotta start teaching you guys how to work cameras and mics. And
Didn't he great. Forget it already. What are we talking about?
telling you, day drinkers. You're all day drinkers.
No, no. So the Pats, didn't they lost the first 3 games of the season, didn't they? So that they ended up doing pretty well towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Well, they did really good in the middle of the season. So like the beginning of the season, it seemed like they couldn't close the deal. They kept losing, but like by really small amounts of points.
Yeah.
And then they pulled their shit together and they just dominated. And then the last few games, they just kind of fell apart again. So
yeah.
they definitely needed the shakeup. So like having Josh McDaniels leave, they're probably going to have a few players that either retire or end up getting traded away this year. Because like, I mean, I love like Hightower and stuff, but dude's getting a little older. He's lost a few steps.
Yeah.
You know, McCourty, stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see what they put together this year.
Yeah. But Mac Jones is a good start, man. Should be
for sure. And he definitely learns. So
Michael Mike. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Brian, you
Just
muted. There you go.
Still about football?
Yeah, I
No.
was about to have to go to the bathroom myself.
What?
Yeah.
We're all
You're
done
from
with
Texas,
football
bro.
now.
How can you
Texas, what? How can I what?
You're from Texas, man. It's like the football capital of the freaking world.
No, like, have you seen the Cowboys? It's just disappointment.
Not about Cowboys. I'm just
Same with
talking
the
in general.
Texans.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I don't watch sports.
How can you watch sports when he's got like a garage full of tech gear? He doesn't have time for that.
Hey, and just so everybody here knows where the bad influence comes from, he's in the top right corner of this little show here.
That reminds me, Canon's coming out with the R7, they're saying in March.
See what I'm saying?
APC 4K, baby. I mean, if you're not shooting in 4K, you're not trying.
Everything else is just peasant shit.
I mean, to bring it back to Full Metal Jacket for a minute too. Setzer's from Texas.
Oh, steers and queers.
God,
that's a
look
funny
like a
joke.
steer to me, buddy.
Damn.
Here's in the shop.
Yeah. My steers in the shop. Wow, this has been fun, guys.
So glad I came on.
Damn, I thought I had an ally over here, Harley. What the hell?
I got you, bro. I'm right here. I'm right
He
here.
turns
Right
on you,
next to
man.
bro.
Like on a
He's rough.
dime.
Good night, Mike. Oh, that's too funny. No, I've never. Space that come from.
Later,
Yeah,
Mike.
I didn't watch Varsity Blues. You lost me right there, but that's good.
Hmm.
People talk to me about sports, and I just go, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, and then like you're instantly thinking about crop frame sensor, full frame, 4K,
It's one of those
C-Log.
things where it's like
I was thinking about
Cowgirls. What happened to the cowgirl? Oh, cowboy. Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting. C-Log, Canon's new RP 42.
Wow, look at this guy.
Yeah. So No shit. This is exactly how this went, y'all. And this is why I'm broke all the time, because I'm like,
Because
right.
you have no self-control.
No, because I've got you for a friend. I'm like, right. Listen, I was thinking about getting this slider, right? And it was like on like some kind of Christmas sale. You know what happens? He spends 2 sentences talking about a slider, and then 6 hours talking about these JPV lights and all these BOGO deals. And I'm like looking at my cart now. It's like $5,000, and I'm like, what the hell? What? No. What? I said, well, what about the slider?
Here's
like,
the trick.
throw
You
one
gotta
in.
get in. You gotta get into IT, because then you'll just hate all the shit and you won't.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I gotta say, I was freaking hating here last night. I was up here till, I don't know, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I was having problems with my capture card. And so it was brutal today, fellas. It was brutal. I had a freaking computer on every camera. I even brought my GoPro. That's how peasant shit was today.
See, this is how I just film though. I film on a GoPro and my freaking Pixel 6, man. Like,
Hey,
Yeah, I have no idea what the
Pixel 6 was made right after the best phone they ever made. The Nexus 5. That was a badass phone. And they ruined everything when they went to Pixel. Anyway,
Pixel definitely sucked for the first 5. The 6 is the first one I actually wanted to buy.
Droop's 100% correct.
Oh yeah,
Droop, man.
oh yeah, dude. Like I'm about 10 or 12 or even more than that years in it, and I hate technology. I hate computers. Like, dude, there's a new fucking movie for the Unabomber coming out, and it just reminded me how much I sympathize with that dude. Like, I'm not even
Spoken
kidding.
like a true tech. I was in what, 15
Wow.
years, almost 20, and they're like, hey, we want you to start filming videos. I'm like, for the same pay, I'm out. Tap me in. I'm in, coach. Spend your money like I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, man. I'm such a contradiction. Like, yeah, I've got like the social media, the fucking, like, I play with all the tech and stuff. But then I look at like Ted Kaczynski. I'm like, dude lived in a log cabin with like no electricity and a fucking wood stove. That seems like a fucking genius idea.
I was gonna say, because like you see that, and at first you're like taken back, and then it's like, man, I can really see where this guy is coming from.
Yeah, dude,
it's starting to make sense to me.
Living in the woods, no bills, in a fucking crack shack.
And then those sons of bitches came and took his damn property, or not his property, his house.
Dude just wanted you, like everyone else, to fuck off. Like, I'm cool with that, man.
I could go have a beer.
I
with
think if you work in IT, that should be your government like compensation. It should be like they used to put people
House
in
in the
homes.
woods.
They should just be like, here's your house in the woods. You're gonna need that 30 years to recover. Stop that twitch.
Dude, I'll tell you, like, I've never liked technology. Like, I got into IT just because of job security. That was it.
100%.
IT. Like, if I could make the money I make now turning wrenches, dude, I would be a mechanic. If I could make the money I make now fucking being a garbage man, I would sling trash barrels, dude.
Dude, I would sling trash, but no, what, you couldn't pay me twice what I make now to be a mechanic. My thumbs hurt just thinking about it.
That's because your shit's always broken.
It's from twisting all those GoPro the little things. Gotta tighten his
He's got those
GoPro.
quick release things, man.
Oh, that's right. Who am I talking to?
I'm like,
His thumbs are sore from calling fucking AAA every day.
God, man.
Denver, we should just step out and let them finish each other.
Denver. Well, you think, who are you calling Denver?
Denver. See, I'm getting confused. I'm calling Harley Denver.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man, day drinkers. Fucking day drinkers. You weren't on when they asked me 3 times in a row what my summer plans are. And I
Hey, by the way, what are your summer plans?
I was listening. I was like,
It's been a
I
long
think-
damn day.
I think we.
What are your summer plans? Thinking
figured
about
this
going
thing
to
out.
Texas. So what do you got going on this summer? Any big trips? Debating on Texas. So I can't remember if I asked this or not.
What?
You planning on
Hey.
any big road
Get
trips
on
this summer?
first.
So far,
This
listeners,
is
tell
a
them
this
again,
is a
what are you
completely
doing?
unscripted show. You
I know,
guys-
I know
shit.
it's fucking
man.
Groundhog Day, but you don't have to act like it.
Did you see that the New Jersey equivalent of Puxtony Phil died 2 days before Groundhog Day? If that
Dude,
doesn't
I
tell
don't
you the
blame
state
him.
of the world, it's
If I
like,
was a goddamn
well,
groundhog,
That explains
and I was
why
like, "Oh, I'm
Texas
about
is
to do
going
this
down
shit
to
again,"
20
I'd
degrees
fucking
tonight.
just hang myself in my little cubby.
yeah.
That explains why Texas' weather is going stupid tonight.
Look at it. Look at the groundhogs they pull out. Those are the most miserable fuckers on earth. They stick them in a fucking tube. A bunch of assholes come over, shine lights in their face, and poke at them. And then a bunch of people stare at him and go, "Oh shit, he didn't see his fucking shadow." You know why he didn't see his shadow? Because he's surrounded by 200 fucking assholes with cameras with lights on him. If the thing wasn't blind before, it's sure as fuck blind
Hey
now.
Ben, I don't know if we told you before. I
That's
don't know
so
if we
funny. dude. My
told you
son-
Ben before we
that's-
started. We don't want you to hold back. I mean, don't let go. I mean, just
This
you
is
know.
hilarious right now, dude.
They had
This is
one on the
funny.
news this morning. It was like in a giant glass tube, and like the reporter's like fucking tapping on the glass, and I'm looking at that thing, and like you could just see in that thing's eyes, all it wanted to do was die. It was just like, fuck, get me the fuck out of here. It
tell
looked
in that
so
thing's
fucking
eyes.
miserable.
You just wanted to die. That's hilarious.
Oh man.
We've jumped the sharks. Do you have any plans for the summer, Ben?
I can answer this one. I can answer this one.
Texas.
All right, going forward, I should probably write down some questions. You know, look, we've had the HR incident. It's been a day. Lawyers are now involved.
Leave your work at home, bro.
No, I'm talking about Knucklehead with his "I spoke to monkey," and now you can't be. You're all peasants. It's
I know.
See, Junkyard, like that's a missed opportunity, man. You should have made a video about that and released it today.
Really, I didn't know that.
Wow, crazy.
So I want to go because that's not. Well, it's like 4 hours from us. I just want to go to Puxtani to see all the. I want to see Phil. I don't care. I want to go see him.
Yeah.
He actually lives in the library at Town Hall. True story.
Guaranteed that dude, that fucking groundhog is miserable as fuck. It's not even like the original Phil. Like they're on like fucking Phil.
Now
47 or
don't
shit.
ruin it for me.
Well, hey, now
Don't
next thing
ruin
you're
the
going to tell me
illusion.
is that the Pope isn't John Paul.
Ricky.
Next thing you know, you're going to
that's
start
the
telling
fourth
me.
version.
Yeah, you're going to tell me the 131 is not reliable. I mean, come on. Why you got to be like that,
Listen, I'm gonna say this one time.
ladies?
I know nobody in here rides an Indian, but shout out to my boy Ricky for becoming an ambassador for Indian.
Yeah, Ricky
Pretty awesome,
Bobby.
man.
Hey,
Shout
you know,
out
I
to him,
noticed
dude.
a lot of them cats.
Yeah.
It seems like I just seen Indian ambassadorships fill my feed on Instagram. I'm like, did
Yeah,
something happen?
pretty cool. But they got Ricky's cool, man. He's got some great.
I mean, that's an honor. I don't care what. I mean, you could be representing Rurock. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's a damn honor.
Yeah, Ricky,
Yeah.
we have to get you on one Wednesday if you're game. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
because I'd love
and,
to
you know,
pick your brain.
Ricky's he's the dude's super talented too, man. He's he's obviously a photographer and he does some other stuff on the side, and he's had some really good gigs doing photos for pretty decent bands out there in San Diego, and
Yeah, he
super,
just
all
shot
super
Tool.
supportive, super cool, great channel, love that guy.
Who's here tonight?
Yeah, he just popped on.
I said game. Man, I'm just getting
Oh, I just
heat
see that.
today.
Dude, I was pissed, man. I tried to be like an Indian ambassador, but apparently they don't.
They want
believe
you to
me
buy
that-
an Indian.
Dude, I have a pre-production Challenger that I ride. Apparently they don't fucking appreciate that.
It's vintage. That's what the V stands for. Vintage.
I did enjoy that they re-released the Victory Octane yesterday. I was
Yeah, but
excited.
if you guys are in the chat, man, you're not connected with Ricky Barbermoto on YouTube and Instagram, go check out his stuff, man. Dude's amazing. And go check out Bikes, Beards, and Brews, man. He's amazing too. And
Check.
Setzer, when his bike's working, he's got great content.
check out mine first, because if you go look at Ricky's and then mine, like your expectations are going to be too fucking high, and you're going to be very let down.
Oh shit, man.
Like start with mine, so your expectations are like here, and then
It's like a
Ricky
wine
can get you up to
tasting. You always
there,
start at the cheap wine, work yourself up.
and- yeah.
You never go backwards.
Droop. Our HR lady's gonna have to be drunk as fuck after all these upcoming meetings.
Well, if she's a day drinker like the rest of you, like, no problem.
Oh, Jason, thank you. Thank you so much.
Man, I
You'll
love
go
Jason,
you'll
dude.
go in
Jason, I
there
can't
and
wait
you'll
to meet
go
you,
to
man,
like
one day.
complain to her, and she'll ask you what your summer plans are 6
Oh.
times in a row.
Ricky has the best goal in life. I think we should all have that goal. You don't want to get called out in a Friday video.
Too late. Too late. Ben's first one was yeah, for all you guys out there that are taking the same roads recording. Why don't you try and switch it up? Maybe not start the camera till like an hour after you leave your house.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've had people like DM me and ask me if I was talking about them. And I'm like, seriously, I'm not. I like the stuff that I do, with the exception of like that one troll. But even that troll, like I was calling out like all kinds of trolls. That guy just happened to be the one that was in the crosshairs at that very moment, so I used him as an example. But yeah, like I've had so many people. It's like, was that about me?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
nah, man.
Yes, it was
No, I
about
did a
you.
video not too far. I think I was telling Bri about it, or Denver. I can't remember.
We look alike.
I
I
gotta
get it.
find that content, dude. I gotta find it because I did one where I was talking to you, but I ended up going with the other one. So, but I gotta send you the one that I didn't put in because, dude, shit was funny, man. I was like talking to you for like 10 minutes. I was like, "Hey Ben, look." I this whole thing. You've never seen this part of Oregon. I know that for sure. Oh, yeah, it's funny. Now I just kind of leave the house and wait till I get to wherever I'm going to start recording. Because like, yeah, they probably think it's the same video, like every day.
Well, it's crazy. Like I've seen so many videos where it's so like when I do a video like that, it's like I just want to help people, like because there's so many people. You get into some of these like group chats and stuff where people are like, oh, my video's not doing this, it's not getting attention, it's not this, my video sucks this week, oh, I'm putting out a crap video. So it's like when I made like the 5 ways to be a better moto vlogger and 5 more ways and crap like that, I'm just kind of
Link in
hoping
bio.
someone listens and they get something out of it.
Yeah.
And because I've seen people actually make videos, and in the video they're like, oh, I don't really have anything to talk about this week, but I had to get a video done so I could get it out. And it's like, you literally just started the video with, hey, this sucks. Hang out for 10 minutes.
I'm totally gonna wing what I'm about to say right now.
Yeah.
What is the
I've got
easiest thing I
asked-
can find to review this week? Here's my
I've got
light
tips
remote.
for you. I'm just trying to like stay with my schedule. Like that. I mean, like when you
I'm trying to
start
be
your video-
one with the YouTube algorithm, so
when
Yeah.
you start your video with, I've got nothing, I'm just trying to keep a schedule.
So
You're telling me
just
just to
hang in there
fucking
for
move
10 more
on.
minutes until we get to the end of this.
yeah, that's
Oh,
another thing I
Tony's
love
waiting
about
for
Ben,
snow
too,
to
like,
come. That's not
I
good.
remember reaching out to you a long time ago when I first started. I was like, and I was just telling you,
Who?
like, yeah, man, I love your shit. That you're like raw and real, and like you let people know, like, hey,
Who you talking about?
you just keep it real, man. It's just funny because like you say shit that people want to say, like even in the chat, like, well, actually, I feel like everyone says what they really want, what's really on their mind, but it's funny, man.
I think there needs to be a fine line. So there's stuff that you can say, but there's definitely stuff I don't say. Like, I mentioned in the 5 ways videos, like I don't talk politics, I don't talk religion. Because those
You
two
don't hold
things,
back on trikes.
they're such horrible dividers. What's that?
I said you don't hold back on trikes.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Somebody
Jesus
from the
Christ.
side chat has a question for you, Ben.
this summer I fully intend to talk about religion and politics. I don't call out other moto vloggers by name if I
That shit
truly,
pisses me off to
well,
no end when people do that.
I'll call them out. I call them out by name when I'm giving them like props or credit.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, today I mentioned you because, like, you know, I had mentioned, like, I talked about the windshield and the seat and all that stuff.
I screamed like a schoolgirl in the doctor's office when you did, by the way.
But like, I don't put other moto vloggers down seriously. Like, you know, I may joke around with, like, you know, like sets are like, oh, your bike's broken. But it's a joke. Like, I like that dude. I like his bike. I like all that
Stop
stuff.
crying,
And,
Setzer.
you know, at the end of the day, it's just it's fun and, like, you know, we're buddies. At least I think we are.
Was that a fucking apology?
What's that?
It was a weird one, but I think it might have been.
I'm
We're
like,
gonna have to go
"Yeah,
to
that's
the
I'm
tape.
going to therapy tomorrow or not? You're throwing me off.
But then there's like I've talked about
Tell me where
moto
Ben
vloggers.
touched you.
I've talked about specific moto vloggers and videos that have legitimately like pissed me off, and I think they're horrible people, but I don't call them out by name. I don't even reveal what gender they are, and I try and keep like a mile high sort of description of them, so it's not like you're not listening to it and going, "That's definitely this person." Because it's like I don't want to get into that back and forth fight with, like, you know, some shitty vlogger that I don't want to give any more attention to and kind of hope they fuck off.
Yeah. So the 5 best ways. When's the book coming out, bro?
Then I gotta write shit. It's just better if you watch the videos. Then I get the views, and yeah,
True.
And it's always funny because, like, you know, I definitely don't even.
Oh, here we go. Here, I'm just gonna put this up and let you read it.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, and I have mentioned this before. I have dropped this little nugget a few times before. I am going to release the ultimate moto camping video this year. I promise.
I can't wait.
And
So,
it's
but you're not
going
going
to
to call
be,
anybody out.
Is that going to be part of your Monday videos, the more serious one?
I promise it's going to be a moto vlogging video like you have not seen before.
All the rage.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. It's probably going to
motovlogging
involve
stuff
some
is just fucking
Vermont teddy bears.
Oh.
That's awesome, man.
Wait, hold on. Denver's big guest has arrived. Let's.
Oh, Pro Monk.
So I guess we can assume that Denver's going to be showing up any minute now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is staged.
You better catch Monk up to what's going on. Oh man.
We know, Monkey. We all live in your shadow.
Yeah, I'd say any negative stuff, Monkey's safe from me. Like, he hasn't bothered me.
Dude, that was one of the coolest hangouts too when the Beard and Pro Monk were together last year. That was fun.
Is that when they lit his tailgate on fire? The hooligans that they are?
Around, during that time. I don't know if it was the same day, but
that's funny.
Both good folks, man.
We should just we should all figure out where Monkey lives.
No, this isn't going to end well. Okay.
But don't tell him we're coming.
Just
set up in the middle of the night, so he just wakes up in the morning. There's like 10 fucking tents out back.
Or when he's doing one of his videos in his garage, we'll just all be right outside just revving our engines. Like every single video, like what are the chances, man? Like what are the odds? Like every video he does in the garage, man. Like I'm pretty sure the ones that didn't have me, he edited it out because he was just like over it already. But
Yeah, Monkey. You know that bikes come out of the garage every now and then too, right? You can ride 'em.
Apparently, just to wash them though.
No,
I mean, you wouldn't know it by watching Setzer's channel, but bikes are meant to be ridden.
Hey, my bike is never in the garage.
Well, it is. It's just not your garage.
No, they call them dealers. Okay,
Dude, the work
Right.
he's been doing on those bikes, though, man, freaking pretty insane.
I just, since we're going to sexualize everything, we'll say I really like Monkey's new rear end. It's pretty sexy.
Oh man,
Junior just went awkwardly quiet. I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, motovlogging is so last year.
motovlogging.
Well, I don't
It's
even
all
know what
about hanging out in your
motovlogging is.
garage.
Do you get on your bike and cut down trees? Like what is that? What's motovlogging?
Dude, I love it. That's what's so crazy is like Pro Monk is just fucking smashing it.
You
right
just
in the
ride.
garage, man.
You just ride and swing a chainsaw. Like what are we doing?
Autocorrect. I knew it.
Oh, too funny. So what? So before we didn't get into this beginning, plug your social media, Ben, so everyone knows where to find it. I'll put it in the chat, out in the comment section, obviously.
damn, you have been drinking. You
No, I
sound like
haven't.
shit.
That's the weird part,
He said I have it.
I actually
dude.
I'm
I'm just
before forgetting stuff. Then just you know what? I'll take care of it.
on
Sorry.
my IG now, I have my link tree on there.
Oh,
And I highly encourage you to go to my link tree.
going right now.
Because I do have my Amazon wish list on there.
Shut up. You serious?
And I promise you,
Oh
it is
no!
unlike any Amazon wish list any moto vlogger has.
Oh no,
Bro,
he
you can
doesn't.
read
Does he
that.
really?
Amazon panhandling. Oh my god,
Oh,
bro.
no.
What's even
Oh
better?
no!
Click on the link.
Dude.
I'm afraid.
YouTube of Doom.
Don't say out loud what's on my wish list. Like let people
Amazon
find that.
Hey,
Panhandle.
PA biker.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I don't even want to
It just
know
directed me
what's
to
on
some
your
porn
wish
site.
list.
Don't
Dude, I didn't even know-
read what's on the Amazon wish list. Just let people find it on their own.
Bro, this is hilarious. I didn't even realize, man, I need to do my own wish list. This is hilarious, bro.
Is this for your next moto camping trip?
It's for my pending divorce.
Oh shit!
Bro, I hope
Wait,
that
we
was a
just got an
joke, man.
exclusive. Hold on.
I just want to say for anybody that's listening, I'm in Texas, and Ben
And he's not a steer.
is not in Texas. Where
Oh, for a
he's going
second, I
to
thought you were going
use-
to announce that Ben was leaving his wife for you. I wasn't sure where that was going.
Yeah, actually, can we delete that last part because then it becomes premeditated.
Pro Monk.
No,
that's
it's
definitely in there.
live. I mean, this is the fun of it.
Corey said gerbils.
gerbils.
Oh man.
Oh
That's right,
man.
I'm not a steer.
This is awesome, man.
So we can use your links. Perfect.
So
Just
where
wanna
are we
make
going
sure
this
that
summer?
people know where to find you.
Where are we going this summer?
Going to hell with this boy. Jeez.
I'm just never leaving. I'm fucking staying home. I'm gonna go the Pro Monkey approach. I'm not taking my bike out of the garage because that's how you get the most views and likes and like subscriptions. I'm doing it wrong.
Oh,
Are we trying to start a turf war? I feel like this is going to end ugly.
Ricky
No.
Lover.
I mean, all I have to do is stay out of his driveway, and I don't have to worry.
Oh, jeez. Now that's uncalled for. You can watch
just
the.
Toby.
Does he have subscribers on the wish list?
Oh, dude, that's not a bad idea.
following.
Oh,
They're just
man.
$39.95. We can make Ben popular.
Dude, this is sick, man.
I think it's
Hey,
gonna
this
cost
worked
more
with
than
Harley's
$39.95.
internet, didn't it?
That's really
Last
that's
time
don't
we did
even
all
go
that?
there, bro. Look, I had my computer on for 4 days, and it just
He's
Yeah.
laughing, but I feel like
Freaked
he's
out.
planning your death too. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
maniacally laughing.
He's like, dude, if I ever decide to ride my bike, I'm coming to your house and shooting you.
But I'm gonna have to stop and get off of it first because I don't multitask.
I mean, I'm just gonna go back to ragging on Setzer. There's no way in fuck his bike would make it across country without breaking down. It's safe.
I actually have a 1K in a day post today that says you're
Oh, really?
wrong.
You do the 1K one? You did?
No, man, he just posted on my last 1K. Actually, my
nice.
second to last. I haven't even
Nice.
submitted my last. The last one cost me $25,000.
I was gonna say, is it 1K because your dealership's that far away, and that's how far the tow truck had to take your bike?
Wait a minute. Was it on the same bike?
It was in
What?
the tow truck.
My
The
1K?
1K?
Yeah, man. I laid it down, nearly totaled it, got it home, dusted
Don't
it off,
choke.
got on it, and rode that bitch wrecked for 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he's laughing to 50,000. That's the thing.
Dude, Pro Monk is killing it, man. The
Yeah,
guy's fucking
that's why he's
amazing.
laughing. Like, he's like, oh, look at this like little goofy channel with like no views, making fun of me. I'll just be over here with my 5 million views and subscribers.
Yeah.
Isn't
Doing my
that so cute?
Tell me what grinds your gears, Ben.
I just want all your subscribers, monkey.
I don't know. Maybe this is foreshadowing.
I mean, I think you could maybe start being nice to the people that watch you. I mean, maybe there'd be a
Dude, I'm
Bikers
start.
that don't take their bikes out of the garage grind my gears.
If being nice to people is what's gonna get me subscribers, I'm so fucked. I might as well just close up my channel now.
Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to be like Junior. He gives out hugs on all the live streams. He comes in,
think
he gives you that hug, that pep
I'm
talk.
pretty sure every time someone subscribes to Junior's channel, he just fucking drives out to their house and hugs them.
No
Yeah,
shit. I
he
think
shows
that-
up like the FedEx guy, knocking
He
the
sends
door.
stickers. He fucking rolls right up and gives you like a full heartfelt hug and shit. One of those back
He's saving on
rubbing
postage
fucking
that way. That
hugs.
way he doesn't have to send his stuff out in the mail and pay for a stamp.
It's a
So he
special
just
hug, man. It's a
rides
special
right on
hug.
out.
It's the
You
Mango
like
Master
get up in
reach
the morning, you
around.
leave your house, fucking Junior's standing right there. He's like, bring it in, boy.
Subscribers grind my gears.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's just wrong. So Ben,
What are you doing this summer,
Junior,
man?
I'm like, he's in one corner, and then your TV's playing him on the other. I think you might have sucked up a little too hard there, buddy. Jeez.
Someone's gonna watch the video. So.
It looks appealing from here. You never know, man. They're probably like, dang, dude, who's on? That is him on the TV. Let me go subscribe. You should have at least 3 new subscribers after I put that up there, big guy.
Junior's doing whatever he can to get me a subscriber.
Yeah,
We'll have
Right,
a telethon. We'll stay on until we get you a
Baby said,
subscriber.
don't be nice
he's
to
like-
yourself, man. That's what it's all about.
He's like the Sally Struthers of YouTube. It's like just 1 subscriber a day could really help this moto vlogger.
Why did Ben shave the beard? I would think that it came from lots of donations.
It did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So around Christmas time, I did my toy drive where I raised money to buy toys for kids in need. And
That wasn't good enough. He had to throw in. He had to throw in a beard shave.
I had a couple contests going, and one of them was beard or no beard. So whoever donated the most, I set a limit of $400 had to be raised, and whichever side raised the most money, I'd either shave or wouldn't. And a bunch of assholes like Setzer donated more money
To the
to
children.
have me shave.
Real talk, Droop. Real talk.
So yeah, no beard won by like $50, and I'm a man of my word, so I shaved.
Oh man, I didn't know it was that close.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
we
was.
gotta hold on.
Oh man, Ricky Bobber.
Yeah, you
Him
gotta
and
go
the
make
big
that
guy.
happen. He's a big deal.
Yeah, Ricky
And,
Bobber is
and
15
again,
away from 1,000. That's awesome.
before you go watch Ricky, make sure you watch my channel. So you're not as let down if you go from Ricky to mine.
Oh, to be talking about let down. Look who showed up.
Oh,
Big
Big
Snickers
guy.
is in the house.
house.
About time he showed up.
What's up, Smitty?
Got all the
It-
superstars on, man.
Yeah, I gotta reconsider that video I sent you today. I think I think I may have a death wish after you watch.
Yeah. Just so you know, Monkey, like the crap I'm giving you now is nothing compared to the stuff that like Bri put in his video.
No, come on. Now you're gonna get me
Ooh.
killed.
I'm just kidding. I haven't
You
watched
need
it
to
yet.
you
But
need to explain it in context, or it's not funny. Smitty's
I-
working overtime at the stripping pole, I guess.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. Just
I was just reading that. It's like,
oh, you better just hope that Monkey doesn't put out a video asking people to unsub to your channel. I'm kind of thinking he could get you to 0.
dude, he probably could, man. I mean, let's be honest. I'm like one fucking grinds my gear away from like everyone like unsubscribing me. And I've had people unsubscribe to me and actually message me and tell me they've unsubscribed to me
Yeah,
because of stuff I said in grinds my gears.
yeah.
Like I've had people start with like, I know these are a joke. I know I'm not supposed to take these seriously.
Yeah, dude. You
But-
give off too many warnings. I'm like blown away that you do that, and then
I know you say it like 5 times in your video. Like, look, this is just like, and people still get all crazy. It's funny.
Because it was exhausting, dude. Like I did like 30 videos where they're jokes and like people are like they're still taking them seriously.
You might have to put like a little warning at the very beginning of your videos.
No, because fucking people don't read anyway and they don't listen. And like I said, like go look at the Lowrider ST video that I just did. Look at the comments in there. Like one guy was he was telling me that like the Lowrider ST is like so much better because it has the 114. And I'm like, dude, I'm comparing the Lowrider S to the Lowrider ST. They both have the 114. So you literally opened up this fucking argument by telling me like the thing that both these bikes have. And you're saying that the ST is better because it has it. Like that's what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And then he told me I needed to do my research. And then he ended his comment with asking if I rode a Harley or not.
That's one of the comments that I got on my gas video. People are like, he probably doesn't even ride a Harley. I'm on a Harley.
Yeah.
you probably rented it.
This
just for the
dude's like,
video.
do you even ride a Harley or are you just one of those people that wish you could? And it's like, I got like 135 fucking videos that answer that question. And like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, it's got a 117.
Yeah,
So it's the
117.
Lowrider S.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to the day that Harley releases the Rev Max in a touring motorcycle to just watch the internet meltdown. I want to see people just go off the deep end.
Oh,
See,
Mama
I would-
Monkey in the house. What's up, Miss
I would
Monkey?
totally get a road glide.
Is it
I would get a
odd
road
that you're the
glide
first
with
one to
a,
notice that? Riley?
Pro Max in it. Or Rev Max. There you
I
go.
got my phone on the side over here. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Ben, before my other non-guests interrupted you?
I would totally get a road
Poor
glide
Igor.
with a Rev Max engine in it. But
Oh, 100% all day long.
in reality, I wouldn't because Harley's going to make it like 75 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they're not going to do that.
Wait, what did Pro Monk say? Man,
Somebody
talk
was
about
angry because he
getting
has a CBO
angry
and they said he
people,
doesn't
man.
wrench.
Some of the people that comment on Pro Monk shit is, God, they're just like, come on, man. Just why even comment?
Well, see, that's
Did
that's
you
the
ever?
thing.
Are you guys familiar with Gary V, the entrepreneur?
Oh, I heard of that guy once or twice.
Yeah, you would have for sure. He made a comment that the people that leave negative comments, you should go out of your way to leave them a positive comment because their life is probably at such a low point that
Yep.
that's all they have to live for.
That's
And
all-
I was
yeah.
like,
I don't
he
get
goes, no, think about it. If you took time out of your day, because he's also the one that feels, and I agree 100%. If you took time out of the day to leave a comment that's, positive, or you just agree politely, you should respond. That's the least you can do for someone who watches your content. And he's like, but the
True.
people that do that, you need to reply in kind, and just because they're probably like ready to leap off a bridge or something.
No, that's a good point. Someone had reached out to me and was like, they left me a message saying they just said not a channel I'd ever subscribe to, and I was like, I appreciate the feedback. Have a good
Yeah.
one or Happy New Year or something like that.
See,
But why? Like, if you like,
Monkey,
why even
Monkey
send
and I
that?
are
Just don't
soulmates here.
subscribe,
Like,
like-
we're on the same page.
Yeah, Pro Monk, I love it. Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
had a guy tell me the other day-
That's 100%. All they want is a reaction, and if
Yeah.
if that's all you have to live for, their honest to God is a larger issue.
I did.
See, I'd rather just troll them. And like when I have people that come to my site and like leave me comments like that, I view it as this is a troll. And most of the time, I'm a troll, so game recognizes game. I get it. And I've said it before, there are definitely way better trolls than me out there, but apparently they don't come to my channel because I get all the really shitty trolls. So I just tear these guys apart. Again, the guy on the Lowrider ST video I just did, like I beat that dude down. But I've also messed with him in other ways, like the Rorock grinds my gear video. I thought it was great. I had somebody on there who was like, dude, your sound is like horrible right now, because I wasn't using a mic at the time. And I responded, I'm like, if you think that only the sound's bad, like you weren't paying attention. There's a ton of horrible things in it. And
I think it was.
we kept going back and forth on picking apart my video, and like I don't think he expected that, because like he just had no way to respond to that, because it was just me saying, dude, you only thought the sound sucked? Man, I fucked up all kinds of things in there.
Yeah, monkey's true there. You want to drive me nuts, you delete your comments. I wasn't it Maxwell that said you should just reply back with thanks for the view, asshole, delete.
Thanks for the interaction.
See,
Yeah,
I,
I love-
exactly.
I love it up there. Yeah.
I don't delete the comments, because then they think they
Yeah,
they
they're
won
expecting
an
it.
argument, or they got one
Yeah.
over on you.
Yeah.
I
I
really
would-
got to him because he deleted it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would rather just completely decimate them. That just makes me happy.
Yeah.
To
And I
just-
I don't know.
like-
Maybe you've got a lot of free time on your hands. I'm not sure I agree with that, but
I'm
I
in IT.
responded
I
right
have
away,
tons of
too.
free time.
ain't got to wait for something to break. It's all I do.
Yeah, I have a ton of free time, and my job is to sit in front of a computer. I will troll the shit out of you all goddamn day if I have to,
And by have
and I will
to,
get paid to do
that's
it.
very subjective. If I have to, It-
I don't think you have to do that. But okay.
Oh man.
I had a guy comment on one of my videos about the ride 1K in a day. I was like, here's 5 tips or 6, whatever it was. And then he's like, wrong. That is not how you do it. You got to get off your bike and you got to get blood circulation to your ass. Because I was like, one of the things I said was, I was like, for the first couple of stops, you're trying to make time, don't even get off the bike. Just roll up to the gas pump your gas and just go. Right. And he's like, wrong. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry about your sensitive ass.
I know you're like, hey, I got wild ass, so I got a wild ass seat here, so I'm good. Cushion.
Yeah, man. He was talking about all this old people problem shit.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta get blood flow to your ass. You probably shouldn't be riding 1,000 miles.
All you have to do is make a video where you're sitting on your bike fueling it, and the people will tell you you're going to blow up, you're going to die.
Yeah.
It's just,
feel like
people are angry.
I feel like we're
Well,
leading
Brian,
into
you know
another
what you should do
130
next?
130 nun joke.
What's that?
Make a video with an instruction on how to fill a gas tank. But what you do, leave your camera on, put your cell phone right next to the gas nozzle, put a flashlight next to it, light a cigarette. Just be like,
Well-
before I fuel up, I like to have a cigar. and I wanna watch some videos on YouTube. So I've got this magnet mount where I can put it right next to like the nozzle.
There's two videos I want to sit on the idea of. Is one is shit every Harley rider says, because I feel like that's just money in the bank. That, and I think it needs to be how to park your Harley Davidson. I think that could be like a 15-minute video.
That's
Dude,
awesome,
shit,
man.
shit Harley riders say you could make that like a series.
I mean, I mean, Bree's got the beard, so Bree could do it.
How is Auntie Bree anyway?
Andy Bree's good.
Good. Right on.
Yeah, he's waiting for an endorsement deal. He doesn't talk to me until he gets his deal.
Oh, nice.
There you go. You know what? Like fucking strap a few Roman candles to the gas tank and then start filling it up.
God, that's insane,
Get a red,
man.
white, and blue one. Be like, yeah, every time I fill up, it's fucking America.
There's a part of me that wants to figure out a really creative way to do some special effects and make it look like I kicked my bike over. Just watch people flip out. Next thing,
Dude,
junk,
there
kick
was-
it over.
Nah,
there
dude,
was
you
an
get like 1 million
Instagram-
subscribers for that.
There was an Instagram video of it was a make believe deal. There was some crash guards or whatever that they were promoting or whatever, but it shows like this chick totally getting pissed off at her man.
Yeah,
And
she
like,
kicks his
blah, blah,
bike.
blah, and she kicks a bike over, and everybody's like, "Holy shit!" It was hilarious. The amount of hate that video got. They actually came back out and was like, "Hey, look, this was staged. She's not crazy. We had to actually talk her into doing it."
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
All for the
Like,
views,
Well, I
man.
had thought about
That's
that
like
because if
something
you shoot it with the
ridiculous.
right angle with mats to the side, you could pull it off easy.
Yeah.
If I
I'm
had
not
the
gonna try
money,
it.
I would just buy a new Harley and I would take the kickstand off. And then just fucking everywhere I go, I just drop it and fucking walk away. Because I've seen videos where people get a ton of subs and views just by dropping their bike all the time. So fuck it, take off the kickstand, and the only way to like get off the bike is to drop it.
Yeah.
So when I get my new CVO, I have to be like that kid that got the iPhone in Australia and be like, "Look at my new CVO," and just drop it. Oh,
No, you have to
shit.
make a whole video about how it retains its value and how it's going to be the same price when you trade it in. And anyone who disagrees just can't afford a CVO, and that's the real problem. And basically go to my CVO grinds my gears video and just take all the comments in there that
do that.
It's
that
hilarious,
was
man.
another great one, because I made that video and I was like, the two things that like fucking CVO owners always say is like resale value in the paint. And some dude, like, to prove me wrong, fucking left
He
comments
had to,
saying
Ben.
like,
He had to.
he was like, yeah, well, the resale value on my bike. It's like, so the thing I told you guys always say, you literally led with. Good job, dude.
Mrs. Monkey's trying to make me
Classic.
make really bad financial decisions by a CVO.
Oh, well, welcome to the club, Bri. I'm glad that you have an influence the same as I do.
I mean, it's red with flames. What's not to like? I mean,
C-Log with 4K, blah, 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 blah. What's
no, correction. I shoot in C-Log 3. Get it right. You've got
That
enough
bike-
text messages about it.
That bike is sexy though.
No, that bike's sexy as hell.
Yeah.
The only influence Setzer has is he's convinced me not to get a 131.
Wow. He's got a Joe Rogan studio. I'm waiting for Jamie to come in and help him. Jamie, can you help us with this?
Put that up, Jamie.
No, not the trike. I want the Road Glide Ultra or Limited, whatever the hell they call that thing. What do they call that?
It's
A cruiser,
just,
a
it's
bagger?
just a Road Glide with more cases on it.
It's what's the difference? So somebody was arguing with me the other day that the special is not an old man's bike, but my bike's still an old man's bike if you take the top off. I'm like, come on, man. We're talking about fairings. The little lower fairings giving you a problem.
Well, I think it's all the extra bags and stuff. Like, I always
Where else are
feel
you
weird about
supposed to put your cameras? I mean, how can you
Wow,
not?
that's crazy.
How can you not?
I don't think of it as old man bike. I think of it as an influencer bike. I mean, tomato, tomato. Call it what you will. You need space.
I
for
always
stuff.
look at them like it's definitely an old man's bike. Like that rear case is where you put your CPAP machine, and the side bags are where you keep like your blood pressure medication and your extra white socks and New Balance.
Where do you? Can I ask a question? Where do you keep your GPS that works?
On your
Ooh.
bike, and I just follow you.
This is a great radio. I mean, not when it's in a deluge, but it really is.
When it's been sitting in a fucking tropical storm for 2 days, and then I try and ride it. Yeah, it's a little
The
broken.
Beard has no idea that when I get a CVO, I'm going to get matching New Balance CVO sneakers because he's
Is that
all
a package?
Yeah. The Beard said that two-tone bikes are old man bikes, and I'll accept that. But I like it.
I just kind of want to. You know how you piss off the entire.
Got to get
CVO
earlier to
nation?
the Sessler.
If you want to piss off the entire CVO nation, go out and buy a CVO, and then just go fucking just go wrap it.
Well, I mean, that way you could say that you're preserving the paint.
I know it's not what you said, but sometimes you got to go with what I thought I heard.
The Beard. That's not what I said.
It's got that tone to it too. It's not what I said. I will trash you.
Oh.
The lady of the road is in the house. Congratulations, Whit, by the way.
Now I kind of want a CVO and just fucking wrap it in like vivid black vinyl.
Affliction.
So, Whit, are we going to see you on a Goldwing next? That was some serious. I won't lie, Whit, and I mean this sincerely from the bottom of my heart. That last video hurt to watch. Your eyes said it all. I'm like, nope, that's not now on my bucket list. I am just not built for that. Oh, but congratulations. An amazing
wardrobe.
Accomplishment.
I keep meaning to check out our channel.
Monkey, you can't.
You
have
realize
the
you said that on a
all-affliction
hot
wardrobe.
mic, Junior.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
We gotta.
You can't do the all affliction wardrobe unless you have like that fucking 30-inch front wheel and you just park your bike at a strip club and don't actually ride it.
What about airbag suspension? Does it have to have the airbag suspension to go with the affliction gear?
No, I think that's airbag suspension. Like it seems to have gone the way of just old people.
What we need to see you do is your next ride.
Lowers down onto the center stand.
Oh yeah, maybe. Well, all right, we'll go with that. Yeah.
All right, wait, I'm subscribed. I'll check out some stuff later.
We need to see you do your next ride on a Goldwing so we can bring up Smitty's self-esteem. Smitty wants to be cool again.
There ain't no bringing up that man's self-esteem.
It's funny
Hey,
that
I'm
we
only
all
gonna
make
say
fun
this
of
once.
like
Don't talk bad about Smitty, all right?
we all make fun of his Goldwing, but let's be honest, like he's the guy who's still going to be riding while we're all sitting on the fucking side of the road with our dead ass Harleys.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that bike hauls ass though, man. That bike is, I mean, it might not be the loudest, but that thing hauls.
Wait, is
Oh shoot.
I'm so cool it hurts. Yeah, okay.
No, dude, that's arthritis.
I'm missing my phone here. I should be totally all over this freaking soundboard here.
You're gonna break me to
bro.
buy one of those.
You should be showing that thing off, man. Getting all the sounds in.
I'll let it play full out.
Dude, how many sounds does that thing have?
Wait, Setzer, get me. You ready? And then I was like, hey, at least I don't ride a Goldwing.
Wrong one.
And you're not even good at the sound effects.
I'm still figuring out what buttons do what.
Asper cream.
Shit,
Okay,
man.
so full disclosure, how long have you had the Rodecaster?
Dude, 6 months.
How long have I had it out of the box, or have I?
No, how long you had it in the house?
How long have I owned it? It was the Christmas of 20.
It was a good
20, I
Christmas.
think.
I was 12.
Of when? 2020?
I think so. I think it was
Dude,
November.
you're worse than I am, bro.
I think, yeah, dude. I had this whole dude.
Now I
check it
don't
out.
feel bad, man.
I had this whole thing. I had the mics. I had the Roadcaster. I had the I had the whole. I had a podcast studio in a box.
The whole kit and caboodle.
The
Huh?
whole damn thing. And I was like, I told everybody in the house, don't even open that box because I don't want any shit to go missing. You know, I was like, whenever I'm ready, it's there. And then
Now, did
a lot
you
of shit
take it
happened. A lot of life
to?
happened between now and
Did
then.
you take it to Antique Roadshow before you opened it up?
I should
When it's,
have.
when it's not
Because
mint in the
now-
box, they don't like it.
Somebody asked me what I paid for it, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know. It was like
Sure.
$1,200, $1,300, something like that." And they're like, "No, it couldn't have been." So they're like, "Well, have you seen the prices now?" So I go and I Google it. Now, keep in mind with the shipping shortages and everything, it's like almost half off what I paid for it. I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's amazing. Yeah, because it's like the Roadcaster thing's like 6 something, huh? 650, 680.
Well, I bought the kit, right? So I bought the
Oh,
I
right,
bought a deal with the two person
Yeah.
get up. So,
Yeah, nice. Ben, you
But
drinking
yeah,
a
it's
porter or
significantly
stout? What's
cheaper.
going on, dude? What are you drinking?
What's up?
What are you drinking?
Dude, I just got water. Man, I gotta get up at like 4 a.m. So
To do what? IT stuff?
I go to the gym and then I go back to like
He
then I
works
come home and I go
out.
to
What
work.
gym are we doing? What are you doing?
What's that?
Equinox?
No,
Total?
God, that's
Too expensive? I feel
Junior's
you.
like, "Are you a Pilates guy?" I'm a Pilates guy.
You going to
doing
the gym
power
to lift?
yoga.
You going to do Pilates? Yoga? What's going on?
Junior does goat yoga.
no, just lifting tomorrow. Got to work on the chesticles.
Nice.
Okay.
I did a little breasticles today. Sore.
Yes. We
Road
poor wife.
realities here. So I just want to take a second to say Legos.
Oh, spin class. I need to try something.
For those of you not aware, Road Reality really likes building Lego. And he also gets very upset when you call them Legos because apparently there's not a plural to Legos. It's
Lego.
those fight words.
I never
Is
do
like
that.
Dice. You don't say dices. It's die. It's
Dice.
die.
So is that like the difference
Legos.
between dresser and bagger?
well,
I used
it's
to
like
hate when people used to, oh, I got to put my pantses on. What? Your pants? What the?
Legos.
Junior, you're not wearing pants. We've talked about this.
Just picture a dude sitting at home, smoking a cigar, building Legos. That
Legos. I like how you did that.
Oh, I think, yeah, you're going to make me buy a Roadcaster, and I don't like it. I don't like the one
Dude, seriously? I want one too.
You know,
Like so
I
many
could
things.
go
My
into
wife
about a
can't
30
stand me
minutes
right now.
pitch on it if you want.
you know, there's just soundboards you can go and get for free, right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to
That's
buy
not-
software.
Yeah, that's not. This is way past that, dude. It's way past that. You would
Yeah.
understand.
It is like
but it's got buttons and they're different colors.
and sliders. It's got buttons
Oh,
and sliders. It's
Yeah.
got a touch screen. You can't get a touch screen for free, Ben.
what like you can just fucking oh, God.
You can't get a touch screen
I don't
for
think we're
free.
9 years ago, man.
Just get a Microsoft Surface and put a few fucking soundboards on it for free.
Oh, Surface, that's cheap. So
Mine-
I'm not a
bad
big
life
Apple fan,
choices.
as most of y'all know, but I will say this Roadcaster is a whole lot more reliable than any Surface
Yeah,
I've
man.
ever
It-
used.
From what I hear, it's pretty sad. I got my buddy in Dallas does he's like the crisis manager for the the Dallas Mavericks. And he's got his own podcast, and he took a bunch of pictures of some of the stuff he got. And I'll be listening to her podcast, and like he's doing all these sounds. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's pretty cool, playing music and all that stuff. So I reached out to him about it. He said it was like one of the best investments they've
What a
ever
roadcaster?
put together. So pretty cool, man. Congrats on that. Can't believe we've had it for that long though.
You're talking about a roadcaster he got? He
Yeah,
said it was
the
a good investment?
roadcaster. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Yeah, and yeah, I can't believe I had it that long either.
Yeah.
Just haven't had a place to put it.
Yeah. The setup is great though, man. I like how you went blue and black too. It's badass.
So yeah, it's coming together. I've got a lot of other things that are coming yet, and so like today's show was about starting before you're ready. So I got yeah, it's ridiculous, really. I got a big spot back here for a TV. I already got it wired up, and I had a TV in this used to be my office, and then so like I moved my desk back with the guys with the commoners, and I turned this office into a podcast studio. So
That
like
is
I've
fun.
got TVs, I got a couple TVs hanging up, and then I've got yeah, I got to get a different table though. This table sucks. So, but yeah.
Wait, how many episodes are you into now?
Well, technically none.
Okay.
I still have to edit the one from today, but
So what are we looking at release time?
2024.
You
2025,
you know,
maybe?
people can't see the table on a podcast, right?
They can on my podcast because it's a video podcast. Fucker.
Ooh.
That's not a podcast. That's a vlog.
No, it's not.
Nope.
It's a video podcast.
Hey Ben, you know what I want to know? I want to know what your emblem, your logo. What did you random like what made you come up with that bad boy? Yeah.
That's actually my buddy is a graphic designer,
Oh,
and I
sick.
told him I needed a logo. So
It
that's
looks
what he
like
came
the
up with.
logo from that pub that you went to, that beer. It was in one of your videos, and I even commented about it. Shit, you were doing a drinking contest. It was like,
Dude, that was a great video,
whatever.
man. That was funny.
Oh, Wormtown Brewery.
I think so. But whatever
No, I'm
it
telling
was,
you,
it showed
Wormtown
that. Okay, I believe you. Well, I mean, I know you've been to more than one of them, so I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
which
but
one.
that was the one I
Damn
did
drunk.
the Steinhoist at.
That's awesome.
What?
Good stuff, dude.
Yeah, no, like I like drew up a few things, and like because I actually do draw and stuff like that, but I like other people's art and I like other people's input. So like I kind of told him what I was looking for. That's what he came back with, and I was super happy about it. So
Nice.
and yes, it's a hop, and I just call the dude Hophead. So
Nice. Badass, bro.
Interesting.
Like it.
So what are we going to see on Scissor Pens? Are these going to make YouTube? These podcasts?
Yeah, I don't know. At first, I was adamant about having a separate channel for it.
Okay.
Now I don't know. I think that I might just have a playlist for it under.
Have you talked to our daughter and asked her what her thoughts were?
That bitch is grounded.
What the hell?
I'm not. You know, you didn't spring enough for college, Brian. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason and I like to go down rabbit holes hard.
That sounded
it's
way
bad. It's like you're not seeing daylight for days. Rabbit holes.
Corey, which Wormtown? I was down at the Gillette Stadium one.
I'll be right back.
I'm guessing you're over in Worcester then, because that's where the original is.
Wormtown.
Well, Worcester, Mass is known as Wormtown.
It was so quiet. I had to do something.
Oh, is known as what? As Wormtown?
Yeah, Worcester, Mass is called Wormtown.
Oh, okay.
But they have a few locations, and one's over at Gillette Stadium, and that's the one I was at.
Oh, right on. How is that stadium?
It's good. They've definitely built like this whole little city right around it. So it's just
Happening.
surrounded with like restaurants and storefronts and stuff like that.
Oh, right on. Like expensive area though.
It's actually kind of so it's in Foxborough. It's on like a 2-lane fucking road. It's so ridiculous.
Crazy.
But it's a pretty nice area. I know that the Kraft family try and keep a really good relationship with all the with the town and stuff. So there's no hard feelings and no like blowback to anything they do down there.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of stadiums on the East Coast I'd love to check out just for the history and whatnot, but that's probably not one of them. Sorry, bro. Hey, what's up, big guy?
Anyway, I'm gonna drop off now. I
Yeah.
gotta crash. So
All
Yeah,
right.
you're
Well,
falling asleep there.
it's been lovely, all.
all right. Well, good luck reading everybody's emails tomorrow.
Reading all the hate mail.
No, I figured you're an IT guy. You're going through everybody's emails to make sure they're safe. I understand how the job works.
No, it's I don't even read my emails. Like, dude, our security crew is like, so our security sends out like test emails.
Oh,
see
do
if
they
we'll
the
click on 'em.
phishing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we never nail you on anything. I'm like, I don't fucking read my email. I don't care. Like, I can't get caught on a phishing email if I don't read the emails. Like,
Yeah, smart.
but
Yeah, it's
yeah,
too
like
funny.
the only time I read emails is like my manager will like message me and they'll be like, "Hey, did you get that email?" I'm like, "I don't know, what email?" And like he'll
What
tell
date
me a
was it sent?
specific one.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny that email was such a big thing in business. I mean, it still continues to be. But like our CEO will just text me. It's like
Oh,
cracks me up. Yeah, bro, you around? Yeah.
crazy how email just won't die.
Oh, my new manager's like that. He's like, I need a direct number for you. I'm like, for what? He's like, in case of emergency. I'm like, what fucking emergency do you think I'm gonna fix when I'm not on the clock? He's like, well, just in case. I'm like, all right. So I give him my
Maybe you
number.
should
And
get
he
me a
goes,
company phone, boss, and erase the goal with being on call.
I have a company phone. I don't know the phone number, so I don't hand it out.
I
And
can only do so much over here, Ben. I can only do so
Dude.
much.
well, I'm only supposed I only use it when I'm on the clock because I work from home. So when I call and leave people voice messages, I don't leave the number because I don't know what it is. The ringer's off, so if people call me back, I don't answer. It's like-
And how have you not become employee of the month with that attitude?
well, and that's the funny part. Like I close like the most tickets, and my team comes to me for like the most answers. It's ridiculous,
Because
but
you don't
like
spend your time wasted on the phone. Calling
exactly,
them other
I
suckers.
don't do the wasted movements. Like I said, they're like, oh, we don't get you with the spam stuff. I'm like, I don't fucking read my email. There's literally nothing. You were sending me an email that I need. If you're not responding to it, like my job is to do tickets. If you're not responding in the ticket, I don't give a shit what you have to say. And we don't normally answer phone
He's a
calls. So
snort
if
drive.
you're calling me, you're doing it wrong.
No, because I'm laughing because I've been the same thing. You didn't answer the ticket.
When I was in the office, I was talking to my old manager one day, and my phone started ringing on my desk, and he goes, "You gonna answer that?" I go, "No," and he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "You're supposed to respond in the ticket. If I answer the phone, I'm promoting bad behavior."
That's funny.
I
We had
didn't even know the pin to check my voicemail. I never set it up, and I never fucking.
Speaking of voicemail, I just went to a new service, new cell service, and I refuse to set up the voicemail, and I love it. I love it.
Where
People
it says
call
people
me,
call
and
like,
I'm
oh,
like,
this person has
because-
not set up their mailbox.
yeah, dude, I don't ever check it anyway. When I swapped over, that chick, she goes, "Hey, just so you know, you're gonna lose all your voicemails," and I was like, "Okay." There's a reason that I have a whole bunch of them because I never check them. So
I'm on the North Shore of Massachusetts.
so
up by
now
Salem.
it's like people call me and they're like, "Hey, I can't leave you a message."
See, I have my voicemail set up. I don't check my voicemail there either. And if people call me, I don't answer the phone. Like
Re-
I've had
really?
people. I've had people call me and they're like, "Why didn't you answer?" I'm like, "Because if you know me, you know I don't answer the phone. You would have texted me. So if you're calling me, you don't know me, so I don't want to talk to you." Like seriously, I sympathize with Ted Kaczynski. I like.
How you're not a life coach? I think you missed your calling.
But all right, guys,
Ted
I'm out.
Kaczynski's my
Make sure you
hero,
check
and
out.
I'm gonna raise money for Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out Ben's channel. I
Hey,
guess
Ben,
we'll just
appreciate you, man.
Angry,
we'll just
misinformed
hang out
channel.
and hold court for a little bit.
Check out
Pickle in
Ben's
Denver.
channel.
Appreciate
the
you, bro.
Unabomber was misunderstood.
Yeah, good seeing you guys. Have a good one.
See you, bud.
Ben.
Thanks for hanging
All
out.
right, man.
Later.
So why are you going to financially break us and make me buy this Roadcaster?
So,
Dude,
No.
trust-
Did you play with? In all seriousness, did you tweak the reverb and stuff in the Roadcaster?
why does it sound bad?
No, it sounds really good. That's why I'm curious.
This is out of the box.
Well, but you can tweak it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit you can do,
Yeah.
but
pretty
this is
insane. man.
Just yeah.
this is the second time I've used the audio on this. The first time was about 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
I plugged it in, and I've changed the gain. So like, what I'm struggling with right now is like I feel like I'm screaming, and y'all
Yeah.
are real quiet.
You got to turn the monitor down.
Yeah.
You got to
So-
throw the balance over.
So, but whenever I turn that down, then I feel like I'm turning the
Screaming.
balance over.
Yeah.
So, do I sound normal to you guys? I mean, aside, all joking aside.
You sound sexy as hell, bro.
That's what I want to hear, baby. That's what I
I
want
like
to hear. Do you hear any echo in this room at all?
I do not, but keep whispering. I'm almost
You
there.
know why you don't hear any echo in this room? Because I got soundproofing on there.
Soundproof. Bro, I love it. Did you go all the way around?
I just did 2 walls.
Bro,
He's an all the
So-
way around kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not
that's
a.
awesome, man. It
that
looks
kind of
great,
commitment.
bro. And it definitely helps for sure.
Thanks, man.
I would love to play the guitar in that bad boy one day.
I was going
I
to
think I'm gonna do the
jokingly.
ceiling too.
I was
Yeah.
jokingly going to text you the other night and ask, "Is it too quiet?" Because you know those rooms after they get too quiet, you get that like ringing in your ears.
As long as you're not hearing stuff.
Yeah.
Ghostly
So
stuff.
there's you're looking at this Roadcaster. It's like it's very very simple. It's like everything
I
makes
agree,
sense.
Paulie.
Everything makes sense, and it's like I just want to push all the buttons. I want
What's up,
wanna-
whiskey?
to talk.
Whiskey.
This thing is promoting this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the problem with anything,
Okay.
right? I heard Junior's mic, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna cost me money." Because once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Yeah. Well, and same here. I had to go get.
And then you get to do this all night. Denver. I keep calling you Denver because I'm so upset with Denver. Junior,
Yeah,
can
man.
you call
better fix
Portia?
that quick?
Can you
We're
call
like
Portia
2.5
to the
hours in, and
stage?
you're still calling me Denver.
Can you call Portia to the stage, please?
Coming to the stage. Stop snorting, bro.
No, well, that's what they do at a titty bar. It's what you hear. Come to the stage. It's the DJ thing.
That's exactly how I feel right now, man. I'm starving
Coming
right
to
now.
the stage. I need a Roadcaster.
Mm.
I just need like 4,000 more subs, and everyone to watch.
No,
my
that's
videos
just it. You don't need
9
any subs at all. You just go out and buy the shit. That's what I did.
Go out and buy it and then keep it in your house for 2 years.
Yeah.
I got my
I had to let it marinate, Harley. I had to let
No.
this thing just.
I know what you're talking about, man. I have all kinds of goodies, man, for the bike, for all kinds of stuff, just sitting in boxes and packages still. And my wife's like, "You gonna open that?"
You know
Like,
what's
yeah, well-
hilarious,
Thanks for hanging out, Ricky.
and I'm sure.
Take care, Ricky.
I'm sure this is the same for you, but whenever I buy something, I have to purchase it right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got to buy this right now. I've
Yeah.
did about 15 minutes worth of research, and I've got to get this right now.
Yep.
And then it sits in a box in the corner of my
Yeah.
room for 2 years.
Yeah.
I found out the other day the field monitor that I needed that I bought last year has
Yeah.
waveforms. Who knew? I was watching Matt Hopa,
For
however you say
real.
his name, and he's like, "Yeah, I shoot in waveform." I'm like, waveform? Oh, is that what that button does? Huh? Who knew?
Yeah.
It's a disease.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks
man,
for that. Thanks
I'm
for telling me
horrible,
I'm
man.
diseased now.
It's every day I go in the garage, I have that table set up and it's like blocking the gym, my little mini workout area. And like, I think last week I pulled it out to put in more like off the mat or whatever, and been trying to work out at least every other day, if not every day. And so today we got a big party coming to this weekend. My baby girl's about to be 1, so
Yeah,
with her beer and drinks and stuff. The
she's a
table back on the
cutie.
mat. Yeah. And after I worked out, and then I'm looking at the table and I'm like, man, I got all this stuff. Like when, so, and it's, I'd like to just open everything up, but it's like, oh man, this would make great content. I need to get out of that mindset quick.
I gave up on the unboxing shit. I was
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm like, I got to open the shit right now.
yeah. I need to just do it, because then you're gonna be like that. You're gonna have the Roadcaster in your house for 2 years. So, but I'm glad that you waited this long, because now it's like it seems like you put everything together and it's coming along. It can't, it's coming along. So that's cool, man.
Yeah, man,
I'm stoked to be to check out what you got coming down the pipe. So
shit, yeah.
I feel like we should have Junior on speed dial when we make stupid purchases. Junior just be like, he'll just be like, but
do
bro, yeah, I'm glad you did it. I'm happy that you did it. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my wife's beating me with a frying pan because I bought a CVO. But, what the hell?
Bry's on my Instagram the other day. He says, I love you, man. I love you. Because when I think I spend too much money, I just look at your feed and I just feel better about myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I got those tiles. I haven't even put them up, and I'm watching your thing, and I was like, man, he went with multicolors, and he's turning them, and he's hardcore. It makes me feel better about myself. So, Goose.
Yeah, so I got the Harley as a gift. I got a box filled with Harley gear, and one of them was the helmet hanger, and I finally put that up today, and I went to go screw it in to part of the shelves that are in my garage, and the screws that I used were just regular screws. They weren't, me, it's got to be black, and then it's the product is black. So today I was so pissed I couldn't find any black screws, so I ended up ordering a box of screws on Amazon that were all black. I was like, dude, and I'm doing it, and I was like, man, this is kind of, I don't even know how my wife deals with this shit, man. Just like, and I'm giving her shit every time something comes. I'll be like, where are all those packages from? She's like, what are you talking about? That's all your stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I just thought maybe, I thought you were getting crazy. It's okay when I get crazy. Speaking of helmet racks, or what do you call it? Helmet rack, right?
It's a hanger.
Helmet hanger.
They call it a helmet hanger, yeah.
Diesel Hog Vlog.
Yeah.
I forget his real name. He sent me some that he made with a 3D printer, and I'm stoked to try them. And I think he thinks that I'm probably a real asshole because he sent them to me, and they sat in the mailbox for about 2 months. And he's like, "Do you ever check your mail?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, yeah. He's like, And then so I went, and I was like, I got them, and I was like, I was like, I want to put these up somewhere, and I was like, I don't know what to do with them, and this.
Yeah.
So like, they're still on my desk. I feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
But
Hey, what's up, Tactical?
Tactical TP. I know exactly how you feel, man. It's just like with all the stuff people sent me, it's like people went out of the way to send me stuff, and I couldn't send anything back. And now they're still sitting in envelopes, man.
yeah, I got a stack of envelopes at my girlfriend's house because I don't have room at my house. And she's like, what are you gonna do with all that? Is it hurting something? Is it in the way? I mean, is that?
Yeah. Hey, I love you guys to death. I got to pull out, man. The kids are getting ready for bed, so I got to.
All right.
So
we appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah, say my name, bro.
Junior.
Yeah.
Fat boy.
Harley, fat boy.
I can't. You know what's crazy is Denver's been silent too on text. I wonder what's going on. It's got to be.
There was a work incident. It didn't involve him.
Oh.
He's having a really bad day.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be all right
In a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably call off HR in the morning and just say, look, it was just a
Give
misunderstanding.
him a few days. Give him a few
Yeah,
days.
give him a few days. Give him some PTO, whatever he needs.
Yeah. I appreciate you, man. Let me sidekick again, and I'm glad to
Dude,
say that. It's funny you brought that up about Ben being on and doing a mail call or whatever. And I was like, dude, I have mail from him. Like, let me do it because the thing again, like it says, there's a
maybe
lot of
that's how
envelopes that say, like July.
we're onto something. Maybe that's how I need to bang out all my product reviews I'm behind on. I'll just do live product reviews.
Yeah, dude. Just
Let me
oh, man.
review this while we're on the air and talk
Yeah.
about it.
It's
Indy
hilarious.
Ridge. Are y'all going to watch tonight's premiere? Okay. Because you should probably do that. 'cause we're gonna
Wait,
Yeah,
what premiere?
I'm just kidding.
we're giving away some. We're giving away some gloves.
Who is?
Who is? I've been giving away a pair of gloves. The drawings this Saturday.
Bro,
Indy,
I'm still waiting.
you can choose.
So I didn't know that. Oh, I thought I was told I was getting gloves. I didn't know I had to throw my name in the hat for anything.
No, that's different. Just leave that go.
Okay.
Don't talk about that on the air.
Yeah, right. We're
We're
doing this.
getting you the hookup if you're gonna be ratting me out live on freaking air, man.
We're gonna be doing the drawing, and you get the original Rod Velarde art. You can pick one of the two prints.
Okay. When is this going down? Tonight?
No, it's you have to go to the first the video that says win a free pair of gloves. It's hard to find with that title. If you go to that video, you have to answer the question.
Just do
Yeah,
it like
come
you've
on,
been doing,
the
bro. Just
beard,
send me the
dude.
link. Send me the link. The beard, come on,
No.
bro. Again? This guy.
So hold on, I'll put it in the chat, man. Let's just. I mean, the answer is already out there, so it's not like this is a top secret mission. But if you watch, all kidding aside, Rod Velarde is an amazing artist. So he saw this video, which is the Indy Ridge glove giveaway, and on his own sent me this package of art. And the winner gets to choose one of the two pieces of art, and that's going to be sent to you along with the gloves. And maybe I'll send some spare parts in my garage. I don't know. It could be like the Beard's basket. You might just get random stuff too. We don't know.
We're gonna get some of this crap out of the garage. So,
all right, sounds good.
But yeah, man. So we if you enter the contest drawing, I believe is next Saturday night. Next Sunday's video, we'll be announcing it.
I'll just wait till I was originally promised.
Actually, no, it's this weekend. It's this weekend. The drawing's this weekend. I don't even know what I'm doing.
that's
Drawing's this weekend.
tonight.
That day drinking action.
I was been up since 6. You
Oh,
just get so much
dude,
done.
Jason, come on, man. I thought Jasons were gonna stick together. What the hell, man? Oh,
I love JB, dude.
I thought we got rid of all this roasting when Ben left.
All right. I love you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, we love you too, buddy. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll be in touch.
All right,
Yep.
see you.
All right, bro.
Yeah, Seth. So we'll wrap this up. But I'm really glad to hear that you got your studio working. That's awesome.
Yes, so to speak. I did run into lots of problems, but
There are not problems. There are only opportunities to learn.
no, they were fucking problems, bro.
No, I've never said that either. I'm just saying.
I learned a lot today. It was cool though. But what's sweet about the Roadcaster here, buddy boy, is I didn't get my Venmo. What's sweet is like the audio today specifically I had recorded on the Roadcaster because I knew I was going to run into problems. And so these are short-term problems, but so what I'm able to do is like I've got the whole show in one sound clip.
Oh,
And
nice.
So
And you can match your audio to it.
yeah,
in
with
the
the video problems that I had, I'll be able to come through clip and do it.
We ran into for anybody that's listening or watching that doesn't know, I do video production for a food company. In Chicago office, we were doing a live stream to promote a product. We don't know where it's coming from. We've got interference now between all like the refrigerators and stuff. And I'm like, all this equipment, and we can't use lavalier mics. And I'm not in Chicago. So we literally shotgunned and used the shotgun. I'm like, well, that's all we got.
Oh man, that's so frustrating.
I'll tell you what, and the worst part is, how do you explain that to people? You're like, what's going on? But we don't know what's going on.
Don't you
Let's
know what
shut
you're
one
doing?
device off at a time. Let's go through and shut all the food freezers down. See what happens.
Don't you know what
Oh,
you're doing?
man.
Yes, I do. Actually, it's the rest of the gear that doesn't know what I'm doing.
Exactly. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday at 8. Next weekend, we have Meg's from Meg's Motoblonde. It's going to be, or Meg's Motorcycle Journey is going to be on. I can't, man. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Meg will be on tomorrow. So messed up. I'm not even drunk. She will be on next Wednesday as our guest. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in turning in. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Just cut, dude.
Just cut. That's it. But yeah, please make sure you check out the contest and check out Rod Velarde's art. I have a link to his Instagram. He's a fantastic artist. So any support you could give him, it would be greatly appreciated. So that's all we got. Thank you guys so much as always for hanging out. You guys mean the world to me. And I hope you all have a great week. And I will talk to you next Wednesday. Thanks again, guys. Have a great week.
Later. Then there was me in here all by myself.